gaslit a lot. Because wouldn't you say 7 years? Wouldn't you say 7, 8 years ago the era was different from today?
7, 8. It was like 2016, 2015.
Well, we're in 2023. 7 years ago is 20. So 7 years ago.
Yeah, I think the game is different than it is today. Yeah.
So that was my point. I was talking about John Wall for the majority of his career. He played in a different era than today. The last time he played in an era which was close because they had a lot of stretch bigs at the time in 2017. The dude had 23 and 10 for like his last good prime season, like full season. So I'm like, bro, in this era, in my mind frame, I'm like, okay, with the pace being up a bit, with the scoring being up a bit, I think he'll have like that 23. I think he'll be like a consistent 23, 24 guy. I think he'll be like a consistent 9 to 11 assist guy. And in my mind frame with the defense that he'll have, I'm like, he's probably going to be better than Trey and Ja. Would it be close? Sure. I think he would be comfortably better though. Right? And then I feel as if a lot of these guys growing up are overrating like how good some of these guys are. Like Natty brought up a tremendous point. You know how people get on Trae Young's inefficiencies? John Morant is below league average efficiency as well.
I said that a few weeks ago.
You said that, right?
But yeah, credit to Natty, I guess.
I thought Natty was the one. Natty was.
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't get mad again, Marz. We don't have to do this again.
It's cool. It's cool.
So in my head, I'm like, I don't get the infatuation with some of the players today. So I'm like, John Wall in today's era, like, what are we talking about?
I mean, John Wall was also inefficient. I'm pretty sure.
Let me double check. I don't want to lie.
But if you think John Wall like 2017 version is like better than Ja or Trey, I don't think that's crazy. But allegedly, you said he'd be better than Dame.
Nah, I never said that. I was not jumping. I said it'll be like a combo, maybe, but I wouldn't even jump off that cliff.
Highly doubt it would be a conversation. Highly doubt.
Yeah. It depends on how big of his scoring like would adjust to this game. But if his scoring doesn't go up, it's like it'll be very hard to have that conversation. I would say that.
What about John Wall and Kyrie?
Kyrie's so different. You know why? Because it's like you have the way I look at basketball is like I do value defense and everything. And when I look at Kyrie, it's like, bro, you're different, bro. You're just different. You're different than everybody else. It's like you're just different. Like watching him play it's beautiful. Like it's so I almost cry. I almost cry every time I watch him play. Cause it's I just watch him play. It's like it's poetry, bro.
The hezzy tween is real nice.
Bro, I'm tearing up right now. The fadeaways, bro, is like, oh my god.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
I'm serious, bro. It's like I've never seen anything like it, bro.
Shout out to the hezzy tween.
No, the hezzy tween family's good when we watch Kyrie, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like his game is crazy. Like you talk about transcendent with Jokic.
Oh my god,
that's fucking transcendent, bro. I'm serious. Like, look, I got my eyes are red right now. I'm tearing up just thinking about him, bro. I wish we could just watch YouTube highlights of Kyrie right now. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I don't know. Like his game is just crazy. It's crazy, Marz. I'm sorry. Like it is what it is. Kyrie's just different, bro.
No comment.
You got me in my feelings, bro. Well, yeah, back to John Wall. He was inefficient, though. Yeah, he was inefficient. But, I mean, they're inefficient, too. So, it was like pitching pennies at that point. But
I don't think John Wall would be better than John Morant or Trae Young. Maybe John Morant. I don't think he'd be better than Trae Young. But I understand there would be a conversation. And there'll definitely be the group of people saying he is better, especially because he would be positive on defense, whereas Trae Young and Ja Morant are terrible. But I just think he's substantially worse than both of them offensively, and I don't think him averaging 24 and 11 changes that, in my opinion.
But that was the point I said. I could see the point, like scoring wise, Trae, John are both going to clear him in that category. But I think with the passing, like the offensive with the passing, right, kind of puts him close, like offensively, to those guys.
To Ja Morant,
to Ja and Trae. I'm not
gonna
lie.
Trae's a better passer than him.
I'm with you on Trae, Marz. Listen, I'm with you on Trae, but Trae's been pissing me off this season, and it's like he's getting me off the Trae train. Pause. But I want to be on that train with you, but I gotta see him. I gotta see him correct some things in this game, man. I'm serious. I can't. These shot selections, bro. I can't do it, Marz. I just can't. I can't, bro.
It's been like slightly, but he still takes the occasionally weird shot. But I mean, everyone does. Everyone who can shoot takes the occasionally weird shot. It's not just Trae.
But
like I saw yesterday against Dallas, Steph made 1 free, and then the next possession he just came and pulled up and airballed it. I was like, oh, okay. But when it's Steph Curry, you're like, whatever, you live with it.
Yeah.
Trae Young has that level of confidence.
Yeah, but bro, even the threes, like I would be fine with him, like the threes, for instance. I would be fine with him taking those shots if he's making it. He doesn't make it.
He makes it sometimes.
Bro, he shoots 34%.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot well enough from like, but he has never been like. When people said the next Steph Curry, they were wrong. The shot selection might be kind of Steph Curry-ish, but no one with that shot selection ever has made as many as Steph does. Like the only closest one is Dame. So to expect him to be like, I don't know, like 39-40% from free with the shots he takes, it was never really going to happen. I do think he should be better than 34%.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm not gonna lie, Marz. That's what's really me. Like I hear, because I agree with you last year about Trae Young. I was high on Trae Young too, but what he's been doing this season, bro, it's like, I got to see what he does next season, bro. I'm serious. I have to. I'm sending the link out for everybody to get up in here, bro. But salute to everybody. Like the video. Always remember, shout out to our not our comatose members, to our GOAT members, Comatose and King J. Salute to you guys. Appreciate y'all. Let's talk about Prime John Wall, man.
Why did this conversation start?
I don't know, bro. I spark up so many conversations, bro.
I saw you getting cooked on Carmelo, and then I left, and then you guys were talking about how the league is different, and then you spoke about teams with like 2 bigs.
That Melo stuff was so stupid, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
What did they say?
You were getting cooked.
I wasn't though.
Okay.
That was in bed.
They were talking about. They were trying to tell me. They were going to try and tell me that Carmelo took so much from KP's game to reach his full potential.
Whose game?
Kristaps Porzingis.
Yes, they played together for like 2 seasons, right?
Number one, they only played together for 2 seasons, and in that 2-season sample size, KP got better each season. He didn't take away from his development at all.
He could have developed more.
And that's fine if you're going to make that argument, but don't sit here and tell me he took away from his game, because he didn't. I don't think he did at all.
I don't think they fit well, but I don't think he took away from his game.
That's fine to say that. That's fine to say.
So the whole argument was if Carmelo made Porzingis
made him worse. No, because Porzingis still good, because Melo was just Melo. Melo was doing his thing, and Porzingis did he make an All-Star game his second year or his third year?
I think it was his 3rd year, not his 2nd year though.
Yeah, so he really didn't hinder him because Porzingis was really good, but Porzingis got injured, and then management traded Dallas. So that's really it. He's Melo.
And KP loved Melo.
Yeah,
he loved Melo.
Dub, did you say that? I saw some clip. Did you say that Kobe peaked higher than LeBron?
Kobe. Oh, I said that before. Yeah, I did.
Wow.
What years? What years do you think he peaked at?
Straight away from John Wall. That's crazy.
Nah, I'm gonna bring it back though.
Yeah, I don't really.
open gym,
I feel
that's
like
open
the
gym.
John Wall thing is like. I mean, I like John Wall, but I mean,
It's not far. I mean, he would probably be
I'll
top.
pick
He'd be in that
08.
top 5.
Pick 08 Kobe.
7-ish.
08 Kobe over 2013 LeBron.
09 Kobe is nasty.
Yeah, 08,
No,
09.
I take 09 Kobe or 2010 Kobe over
That's
08 Kobe.
Over 13
08
LeBron is
One
kind
of
of
those.
crazy.
Kobe.
One of those Kobe's.
Just pick some of those championship.
LeBron's mid-range shooting. LeBron's mid-range shooting on those 20 on those Heat is vastly overrated.
I mean, but that year was tough.
So you think Kobe has the second best peak
Yeah,
of
we're
all
talking
time
about
behind
peak.
Jordan?
Wow, I got
I
MJ
don't think
1,
he said
Kobe
that.
2.
Oh, now he did. Okay.
Because we're talking about peak though, because
Talking
even though,
about peak?
because we're talking about peak. His LeBron's was hitting that mid range in 3. So when you talking about peak and with the defense, it was not.
Yeah.
He was.
What happened in the playoffs though? What happened in the playoffs though?
Compared to
I don't remember. I mean, honestly,
2013 they won. What?
I have you check for me because
No,
I don't
his
remember.
mid-range
if you look at
shooting,
LeBron's
oh,
2013 like run, his first championship numbers are better than the 2013 numbers. Like
It
way
is.
better. Way better. Like
But
way
I'm
better.
taking totality the playoff season and the regular season though. So
I mean,
he was
LeBron is.
Kobe didn't have to team up with a super team.
Stop it, Mars.
That's true.
Stop
That's
it,
true. That's true.
stop it.
That's
We're
true.
not
That's
doing
true.
that.
Hey,
Okay.
Ticker brought up an amazing point when he said, "You got LeBron's peak with Dwayne Wade. Why can't I have Kobe's peak with Shaq?"
Wait, didn't he say? He said Giannis. He said Giannis already peaked higher than LeBron.
No.
Giannis ain't have to team up.
This
Oh,
is
wow.
crazy.
No, I seriously no. LeBron's not the playmaker
Huh?
like LeBron is. He's not the
Oh,
playmaker
I thought
like
you
LeBron is.
said LeBron's not the.
I mean,
playmaker.
I
Giannis
what?
not the playmaker like LeBron. And,
Okay, I was like, what?
That's not his
and
role.
his
That's not his
shooting
role on
and
the
his
team,
shooting's
though.
worse.
That's not his role.
But hold up, but I want to go ahead to John Wall trade. Only thing about UW that made me mad, that made me mad at me, heated, is how you say it. It's like how vindictive you said. It's like it's not saying like he might be better than Trey. This that. It's like how passionate I'm like you say it clear like I'm playing shorts. Maybe because they was pissing you. I'm like it's not like a clear. When you say clear, I'm like okay now you're a little wild. Because with John and Trey, I feel like they have more upside because they have more upside than John Wall, and
this is the problem I have with human beings in general.
What? What?
Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen to what people say. Y'all listen to how they say it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to what people say, man.
Mm-hmm.
If I say it passionately, firmly, cockily, if that's even a word, cockingly,
More cocky.
get over it.
No, I feel you.
Listen to my words.
But you got me passionate, Dub, because you talking about my city. That's saying you because I was with you, then you got me passionate. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
thing is, John Wall, top 5 point guard. Will you think he was better than Kyle Lowry? Yeah, honestly,
Jesus!
Yeah,
Don't bring Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry is crazy. Kyle Lowry.
You guys are disrespecting Pete Kyle.
No, I'm not.
I
like
you guys are
Mars.
disrespecting Pete Kyle Lowry right now. I'm not gonna.
No, that's a genuine question. That's a genuine question because some people.
No, John Wall's better. Cool.
I appreciate it.
No, why?
I don't know. Kyle,
I don't think it's as easy as
It's
as
not.
you guys are trying
It's
to say.
really
Right
Mars, if you don't cut the shit,
Mars.
No. We're not talking about Kyle Lowry on the Heat. We're not doing that.
Mars, I like Kyle Lowry.
You guys are acting like Kyle Lowry was just trash. Like,
No. I didn't
Kyle
say
Lowry?
that.
2016
Pete Kyle Lowry was a very good point guard.
And so is Pete John Wall.
Like 2016 to like 2019.
Yeah, I'm about to say 2016.
That's like Pete Kyle Lowry right there.
He was a better defender.
Was he a better
defender? He could space the floor better. Like, what we doing?
Was he a better playmaker?
No, I don't
No,
think so.
he wasn't better at finishing at the basket.
Was he a better finisher?
No.
Was he a better passer?
No.
5'7".
Was he a better scorer?
No.
Okay, so what
What
we
are
talking
we-
about?
You guys made it seem too easy. You guys made it seem too easy.
And he had a better co-star at the moment too. And DeMar was better than Beal.
Facts.
No.
Just for a little bit.
No.
Just for that season.
No.
Well, Beal wasn't Beal, but I hear
Bill doesn't need to be Bill to be better than DeMar DeRozan.
that's
He doesn't.
crazy. Not gonna lie.
Wait. You said Beal's better than DeMar DeRozan.
No, just for that season, for that one when he averaged like 29 or something.
No.
Nah, still wasn't better than Bradley Beal.
No.
But I'll give you this: was John Wall? He was better than. Was Dame better than him at that moment? I don't remember.
Damian Lillard.
I didn't think so.
That was
2017.
I
Damian
didn't think
Lillard
so.
was better than John Wall.
Well, after that season,
Dame and Kyrie, I think Kyrie was.
that was the last season. John Wall was healthy. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the best year of his career.
Yeah,
Who
but
would-
I'm not gonna
who
lie.
would,
I think 2017. I think it was a toss up between Dame and John Wall.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just Dame.
Yeah,
the whole
I
way.
always went back and forth with them. I always thought they were in the same tier. I thought it was, like the hierarchy was like Steph, Kyrie, Russ, Paul. Then after that, it'd be
Wall and Dame.
After 2018, I will concede to that. Dame was just.
Actually, I have a question
Yeah.
for Marz. Even with Russell Westbrook still being that elite, you still think Chris Paul is the second best point guard?
What, in
Of what?
2017?
Yeah, like I'm gonna say like 16, 15, 17, because it was the revisionist history where people saying Steph and Russell was like a rivalry. Like, the media was trying to make that make them clash, even though we knew Steph was the best. You still think Chris Paul is the best? So I'm sorry, from like 15, 16, 17, right during that time frame.
Is that Chris Paul?
I mean, yeah, Chris
Oh
Paul was
my
the second best
God,
point
man.
guard.
I think in 2016, Chris Paul was probably the second best point guard.
Yeah.
But I think 2017, I think it was Russ.
I think 2016 is probably Russ's best individual
Yeah, I got
year
you.
to me.
Yeah,
It's like
2017 was
the
Russ.
year before KD left, like the 2016 with the Mohawk. I think that was the best Russell Westbrook.
They said Russ was better.
Then who?
I remember Mars.
People were saying Russ was better than Steph.
Yeah,
No,
people
no,
were
what I'm
saying Russ
saying,
was
no,
better
that's
than
the
Steph.
best.
They were.
That's the
And
best.
2K
Russ. That's the
and
best
Russ
Russ
in
I've seen.
2K was a demon,
No, he was.
He was.
No, I was
He was dunking on
saying,
everybody.
I was saying that's the best.
and he
Russ.
had a shot. Ooh,
Yeah, 2016 Russ was the best.
No,
Russ
it
to
was
me.
stupid.
Russ, the
Do you
only
think-
guy I know who's getting praised for shooting 34% from free. That's crazy.
Well, I think.
I mean, but the thing is that 34, but
No,
him
that's
shooting 34% is
That's
like
crazy.
crazy with the athleticism.
Yeah, it was crazy. He's the only person I know who can shoot 34%, and people acted like he was a legitimate shooter that year.
Yeah.
he's not a. No, I was.
nah, they don't say he
Nah.
was legitimate. They just think
No.
And like, it
like,
felt like he was.
surprising.
I'm not gonna lie. It did feel like he could. Like every
It-
time
it-
he shot, there was concern that
34.
he could've
It was
made
like
Yeah.
consistent. It was like consistent. Like
I
all
think
right,
it
like,
was
It was
about-
at
they were
30, it was
just-
at
I think
34,
they
but it
were-
felt like every time like OKC had like a prime time game on like TV, it was at 45%.
Yes,
That's what it felt
he was taking
Nah.
like 8 threes. That
Every
year.
every big game, it felt like Russ was at 40%.
I think.
oh,
it
because
just-
that's what happened when you got that dog in you, bro. You
That's
see
what happened when you
taking
turn your
over.
brain off. You just turn his brain off.
Brain off.
How
You're going
far-
against KD, Steph, Mars.
See, that's what
crazy.
Giannis needs to start doing. Maybe you shoot 34%. Just
How
turn his
far-
brain
That
off.
shit is so crazy.
How
All right,
far
I'm
do you
back. My
think?
bad, fellas.
How far do y'all think?
Derrick Rose was. How far do you think Russell Westbrook was, like from Derrick Rose in that MVP season?
From peak,
Pretty good
Uh,
gap. It's a pretty good gap.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think
pretty-
Derrick
I
Rose
don't
is
know
I
about
think
that
Derrick
one.
Rose is
I don't
better.
know about that one. I don't
Derrick,
know.
Yeah,
Derrick,
it's-
Derrick,
2011?
Derrick
20
Rose was no better than Russell Westbrook.
I don't know about that one.
Russ was better. Russ was
Yeah,
better.
Russell Westbrook was better than Derrick Rose.
Clearly.
No,
Clearly.
not clearly.
Watch,
Why
I
not?
watched both their seasons. I won't say clearly because Derrick Rose was
Oh,
tough, but
it was
listen.
clearly
But
no.
Russ was
no,
different.
Not doing prime Russ.
I'm
like
not gonna lie. I
No, I'm
I
agreeing. I'm
I'm
agreeing.
talking
I'm
about
agreeing.
2011.
I struggled to find a reason why Derrick Rose would be better.
Well,
No,
he's
I'm
better,
taking
though.
prime Westbrook over prime.
Yeah,
Like,
No,
Prime
we're
I'm
not
not,
talking about prime. We're
different.
talking about 2011.
that's what I'm saying.
2011.
I don't think. Yeah, I
That's
don't.
not
Oh,
fine.
2011
Yeah,
versus
2011.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course, Derrick
2011.
Rose in 2011.
Oh, 2011. Okay, that's a different one. Yeah,
But I'm saying,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how far do you think the gap was? Do you think he was like Russ?
It was a
I think D
substantial
Rose
gap.
was better.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
I
Yeah,
don't
Derrick-
know, man. I don't
D
know.
Rose was better than Russ.
Wait,
No,
so
Derrick
you
Rose was better.
think Russell Westbrook was close to Derrick Rose in 2011?
I don't. He said.
I
that.
don't know. I really don't.
He wasn't. Derrick Rose
We're
was.
just watching them. We're just watching both of their games. I don't know. I mean, mid range. I feel like Russ had a better, like, pull up, but to me, I think Rose was better off the dribble, like dancing with the mid range. I think they had a very like even mid range to me, but they just get to different spots. I think Russ was a better rebounder.
I need the percentages.
He's a better defender.
Stat nerds.
They averaged about the same.
What do you think Russell Westbrook was bringing you on defense? in 2011?
Yeah, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
he was-
I
he was-
don't know about
what was
that.
Derrick Rose bring you? I'm just saying, like, in terms of like. Both
I think Rose is a better playmaker at that time than Russ.
I don't know.
At the time,
I think that I mean Rose was better, obviously, but I think Russell was coming. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Russell was coming.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, he was coming. He was coming.
He had to
he was
wait. He
coming.
had to wait a little bit.
Okay.
He had to wait a little bit.
He was coming. Okay.
Yeah, he was coming. I'm not saying that Rose wasn't better. I just think that he was Like 2012, we saw 2012 Russ against 2012 Rose. Oh yeah, because 2012 Russ like took a substantial.
OKC could have won that series if they would.
People stop talking. Like
man.
Russ wasn't always a trash defender. I need somebody.
No, he was good. No, he was a good defender. Like I don't. He's been a good defender.
I think
I
good
just
is a
think-
stretch. I'll say average.
I
don't
just
think
know
he was ever like.
He wasn't good.
He has a
defender.
lot of like mental. Like he goes.
But I think like
Can
this.
you tell me someone else who's a good defender just so I know the tier you're putting Russell Westbrook in?
A good defender. I'm not putting him like Drew Holiday tier.
Well,
of
course.
I mean, what?
Of course not.
No, I'm just making sure for the chat too, especially because they be watching.
Because I'd say Russell's like a 6 out of 10 defensively.
It was like
that's
6-7. It
average.
was like a
That's just
6-7.
about
It
average.
was a 6
Man,
or
he
7.
could have been. Man,
Who else is a 6 or 7?
That's slightly
Trying to
above
think, I'm
average.
trying to think.
Do you think he's a better defender than Steph Curry?
Yes.
Russell Westbrook, like best defensively, yes, he was better defensive. He was better on ball defensively.
Yeah.
Hey, Marz, you said so specifically. I'm trying to think of a player that's 6 out of 10 or like good.
6
It's
out
not
of
You
10.
think? Because I know you don't like this KD defense. You
Is
think he was
Javon
better-
like
you
is
think he was a better
Javon
defender?
Carter? What do you rank Javon Carter as a defender?
Like a 7.
Yeah, better. Than
Yeah, I'd say
Durant.
around that tier. Like he's around that
You
tier.
think-
for me.
Javon Carter's not
Durant.
Where was Chris Paul? No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
Durant. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's like a 9 out of 10.
bad. Yeah, nobody's saying he was locked down, Marz. I
No,
just think
no,
he was a
no.
good defender.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
people
he was all
people
right.
see the years like when he was averaging triple doubles and stuff. Like that's when he stopped really trying on defense. But they see those years like Russ has always been that type of defender. No,
No.
that's not him. That
No.
wasn't
Okay.
him.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
he came to the NBA and people thought he'd be like a defensive. Like,
Yeah,
special-
he thought he.
Yeah, he got athleticism for it too.
What's
So
up-
like
what's
that's
up?
Because didn't he win Defensive Player of the Year in college? He
I'm
won
pretty
like
sure.
1 year.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he
sure.
won like 2008.
Oh, I thought you said that
Y'all know that Pat
Westbrook.
Bev was in high school dropping 50.
Yeah.
yeah, I
what
know
I'm saying.
they be different.
That's what I'm saying. Basketball's all
That just
about
shows
roles,
you. That
man.
just shows you how much better NBA players are than everybody else.
Yeah, I saw
I don't.
Steve
That's
Cooper,
not. I don't think that's really
live.
the case. I don't think
I
that's mostly
do.
the case.
I do.
I just think it's more of the role that you play in basketball. Basketball is all about knowing your role. Like Dennis
So you don't
Rodman
think-
was average. Dennis Rodman was averaging like 30 in
Oh my
college or something.
So you don't think NBA players are substantially better than like?
no, I
any
mean
other
obviously, but I'm
Okay,
saying
that's
like
what
your
I'm saying.
role changes when you.
Well, not all of them. Some of them just like probably.
Yeah, like your role
Oh, no,
changes.
man.
Late.
Your role changes once you get into a different into something different. Like you
It's
could
about opportunity too.
you might be a
Yeah.
scorer. You might be like a 30-point scorer in high school, and then you might turn
Damn,
to
Dub,
a
it's early.
defender. So,
What?
I saw the bottom.
You see?
but
Yeah, I saw you flash it. I saw it.
Yo, you a whole op, bro. What's wrong with you, man?
No, I'm not gonna be
Why-
off the thing.
Mind your business, yo.
Hey, Marz,
I was
your
watching.
Warriors.
I was watching.
My fault, my fault.
Hey,
Rock.
Marz. Hey, Marz. Your Warriors. 2 straight road wins.
Not my Warriors, but
Hold on, Mars.
Who they beat? They beat Houston. That was fraudulent.
they beat Houston and they beat Dallas. And
Mars
they
is
beat,
down.
they
Hold
beat,
on.
they beat
Count.
Dallas because the refs decided
Hold on,
to
I was a
forget
little
how to
late.
referee, basically.
I was a little
Two
late
bad
to,
basketball teams.
Hey,
Only thing I'm gonna be
They
honest.
beat us by luck, so it's fine.
One thing I hear you on Trey with the Trey thing, Dub, because I like Trey fan, and he had his shots. He's been better this second half. The first half did kind of be like, what are you doing? Because I feel like the Hawks should be better. If he was just playing better, we would be better. That's just a fact.
That's
And his defense stepped up because I was at the game when he got to steal Cresta, and I was at the Detroit game for my birthday on Tuesday. I'm like, oh, he's playing defense. I said, okay, he's not being good. He's still getting bullied, but he's like putting a body on him.
He is trying this year. I will say.
Like, he's trying. Like he said, he's trying.
He's still bad, but he's trying.
Yeah, he's still bad.
That's the thing, and that's why I feel bad. Marz made a tremendous point about that a couple shows ago. I forget what it was.
It's about
though, but,
Jokic.
like, it was about Jokic, right? Like Jokic tries,
I was just about to
but
bring
you
that.
still suck. Like
Exactly.
Athleticism
Thank you.
plays a huge role. A
Especially
huge
at
role.
center.
Defense is a skill. It's not all.
Exactly. The idea that
Yeah.
like if anyone who's bad on defense, they just say they don't try it, and that just like to me that's just disrespectful to the guys like Drew Holiday who are just good defenders. Like
I
they
think
work
not
to be
trying on
good
defense.
defenders.
I think not trying on defense is like James Harden.
And Luka's
Like,
another example.
And Luka, yeah.
Attributing someone being good on defense to the fact that they don't try is just disrespectful to
Yeah.
people who work.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that.
Jokic tries. He's just not good, and I don't think he'll ever be physically capable of being.
Yeah,
good.
that's a skill.
He's
That's
very
it.
slow and he can't
Exactly.
jump. So like,
can we
100% tries?
Can we stop saying skill? It's a lot of it is athleticism.
It's
Like,
both.
But that
It's
doesn't,
both.
is that
'Cause if
not
you-
what it like? That has something to do with it.
I don't want to.
But CP3
Like
like
three
like
years.
athleticism
athletic,
is
though.
athleticism. Like they you can't teach that. Like Stephen Curry could have been a great defender if he had Drew Holiday's body, but he can't.
I mean,
I'm a little late, but I remember I watched some like not that long ago. Y'all said Chris Paul better than Isiah Thomas. Zeke.
Oh yeah, they've been over that.
At what?
Yeah.
Playmaking, defending, basketball.
I can't lie.
Any aspects of basketball you can think of, Chris Paul does it better than
You know, it's crazy. Y'all
besides maybe handling the ball.
Mid-range shooting, 3
I'm getting to the rim.
You think he's a better?
Marz, you sure about getting to the rim?
You think he's a better finisher than Isiah?
I don't know about that, but everything
around the rim, I'll say Isaiah's better. I did want to clarify.
I just remember the old heads talking to y'all, and it was like, oh, they're lying. I was like, man, y'all lying because it was like.
How y'all feel about Steve Nash or Kidd over Paul? Or
I'd take
all time. I disagree with both.
Yeah, I'm not taking either one of those guys over Chris Paul.
I think Steve Nash peaked higher than Chris Paul.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm taking Jason Kidd over.
But yeah, Chris Paul, longevity and all that.
Jason Kidd's
his offensive game.
If you pair CP3 with Mike D'Antoni, ooh.
Yeah, Steve Nash is one
he was with Mike D'Antoni.
He was winning.
Yeah, they went to Game 7, and they went to Game 7 with the greatest team.
Yeah, but like you made it seem like something crazy.
They
won 60 something. How many games they won? 65 games.
60 games.
Steve Nash is one of the greatest. Steve Nash is one of the greatest offensive players ever, in my opinion.
I think the difference is defense with Chris Paul and Nash is defense and the defense because
when Del said
Paul's a better defender, and the offensive Kidd didn't have no shot compared to Chris Paul. Kidd just couldn't shoot like Chris Paul or pull up or anything. So I think I saw here because Marz convinced me about having Chris Paul. I had IT over what's it called? Paul. Yeah. Then y'all put out his efficiencies, and I went back and watched him play for real. I said, "Okay, they right," because I did not know he's that inefficient. Like everybody, I think that's revisionist history. Like what y'all said about the old heads, because all the stories I heard, I just heard that he was like that. He beat Jordan, yada yada, stuff like that.
Well, Chris Paul
he was a very good player,
a historic mid-range shooter.
No, he was. I didn't know he was.
Yeah, I want everybody to clarify something. Like when we talk about these basketball players, they're all great basketball players.
We're splitting hairs.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But when we're comparing them to each other, like you guys say it's disrespectful or nasty. No, motherfuckers, we comparing them to each other.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, some guys like Ticket. I mean,
I think it's just because people are just so emotionally invested in it. You know,
they need to get out their fucking feelings.
Facts. Because I watched the whole Isiah thing, and I would still take Isiah over Chris, but that's just my personal preference. But I understand why.
Like, I'm not.
But I understand why y'all say he's a better basketball. Like I was talking to my dad about, I was like, nah, he's a better shooter than Chris Isiah Thomas, because Isiah Thomas wasn't that great of a shooter. He's a streaky shooter, but he wasn't as efficient as Chris Paul.
Yeah, I do agree. If you put Chris Paul and the Bad Boy Pistons, they win still. So
I agree, and I agree with that. But I feel like
they win that.
I don't.
Chris Paul don't beat Michael Jordan. What we doing right now?
He don't have the mentality. He don't have the mentality.
I mean, but Chris Paul fits into the Bad Boy Pistons. What's up?
No, I was saying like, how do y'all feel about? Because like I noticed how y'all try to like say like I know Marz, you know, you don't like accolades and y'all don't like winning. But I don't think it's fair to just say.
Don't say I don't like winning. That just sounds crazy.
I know. I'm just saying. But I was going to say like if you want that's a team accolade, that's fine. But I still think like it plays into a guy's legacy.
For me, I
don't think we could just dismiss winning.
Oh yeah.
No. For me, I do totality. So I do like. For me, I start off with your game and like winning matters. But I understand, especially me as an athlete, I understand this is a team sport. And that everybody gets all the credit, you know that. So that's why I put it lower. It's not like winning doesn't matter. It's about like your circumstance and everything. So just because, like I said, someone won doesn't make you.
You know what pisses
better.
me off?
Okay,
that's why I do.
You know what pisses me off, Marlon? Though I'm not gonna lie.
Top 15, top 20.
That's right.
You know what pisses me off, right? People don't understand. It's so fucking easy to argue narratives. Like, it's so easy. It's easy as hell. You know how easy it is for me to talk about KD? Guess what? He couldn't get it done without Stephen Curry. He's a choker. Every time when he was in the biggest moment where he had to prove something, he folded. The guys around him folded. He couldn't get it done. He couldn't get it done with OKC. And that's the story of his career. You know how easy it is to promote that narrative because of the way that y'all dislike him?
Yeah,
I agree.
agree.
You know how easy it
You
is for
don't
me
have
to
to know,
Exactly.
you don't have to know the game to talk about that.
So it's
Exactly.
like
I think-
so
I
it,
think
it
it's-
gets me angry
I don't
because
think, like,
it gets me angry because this whole
I agree with Doug.
winning and narrative thing, narrative stuff is like, bro, it's in my opinion, is weak-minded to me because those are the easiest arguments to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Because-
the easiest. That has nothing to do with basketball. It's the easiest arguments to choose. It holds no intellectual property.
I
And
remember watching.
and that's and Katie's a perfect example because he was so loved. Well, he was loved in OKC. Like everybody loved him. Like it was consistent that KD and LeBron was the top two when he was in OKC. Like KD, I feel like if he would have stayed at OKC, it would have still been that consistent. Like people would have still like. But then as soon as he left, the switch up happened. He's not like that. Like people don't like his game. Like this, how good Kevin Durant
didn't
game
get
is.
worse. Like it's like he didn't.
He came off of Achilles. He came off of Achilles injury, averaging 30 or something like that. Like his, like Kevin Durant, even right now, like this is how good Kevin Durant is. When he come back healthy, we still think he's going to be averaging 25 plus.
Yeah, I used to be a narrative. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a narrative guy too. I used to be the one to be like, yeah, if you ain't win or get it done, like how can I put you in these conversations? And then I thought about it. It's like, bro, like that's so disingenuous because there's so much that goes on the basketball court that holds people from winning, bro. And just because you ain't win or be put in a position to win, I'm not gonna discount your all-time ranking because of that.
Yeah. I'm at the point with KD, it's like he just can't win. Phoenix, before he went there, they're talking about how Chris Paul is aging, but all of a sudden he joins now. It's Phoenix is a super team. KD's on another.
It's because
when he loses in Game 7 with the Bucks and he has 50, it's all he has 0 points in overtime. But any other when Giannis loses in Game 7, it's all Giannis didn't have Chris Middleton.
Now, Marlon, this year
that's just where I'm at with KD.
This year's gonna have to be so many narratives, no matter who loses. Like if the Nuggets lose, it's gonna be a narrative about Jokic.
That's the dumbest shit.
If KD loses the Warriors, it's gonna be a narrative about them.
Honestly, it's really just because
if Giannis loses in the second,
people don't care if Giannis. Anybody's allowed. Giannis is the only player in the NBA that's not allowed. That's just.
I feel like it's gonna be a narrative on him too. Like what Dub said. Was there run fluky?
I personally feel like people also just don't know how to talk about debate. Like you don't have to agree with somebody.
You don't
because you don't. Like I've been on here with Dub and he'll talk about Magic, and I'm like, well, that's like he'll say like he don't really like Magic, but I get it. Like I know where he's coming from. Mm-hmm. So it's like we don't agree, and that's fine.
Yeah. Like Massive. I'm glad you said that because even for people that praise Magic and like have Patrick higher than what I think, I understand it.
Yeah,
I understand it. I have my own opinion though, so
that's fine. Fine.
I'm up here. I have to do my job and state my opinion. You feel me? But
like
in reality, I get the infatuation with Magic Johnson, a big ass guard who handled the rock, who played on the Showtime Lakers and changed the NBA. I get it. But no, motherfucker, y'all overrated him.
Yeah, same.
But I remember we had the.
Damn, it's not like you. That was hilarious. It's not like he talking.
Dub, I got a question for you, Dub. I got a question. You think that if KD was on the Bucks last year against Boston and he had as bad of a Game 7 as Giannis did, you think the first thing people are gonna be talking about is Chris Middleton being hurt?
No, they're gonna crucify.
Exactly. That's what I was getting to. That's what I was.
Like with Marz, I disagree with Marz said Dirk's a better scorer than Larry Bird, but I'm not mad at it.
How dare you disagree with that?
Wait, what?
I just think because for me, I know that's gonna get technical and bag talk, but I think Larry Bird ability to pull up and I could have dribbled better and to take.
No,
you think Larry Bird's better score than who?
No,
I think Larry Bird was a better scorer by barely than
who has more all-time points.
Oh my God.
Hey, no,
I don't think
very good. That's why I do, man.
Where do y'all have Larry Bird ranked? Where do y'all have Larry Bird ranked?
Larry Bird like top 15
of all time.
Yeah, as a scorer, yeah.
Okay.
As a player, he's top 10.
Is he better than Dame?
Yes. No, okay. As a scorer.
Yes.
Wait, so Larry Bird isn't better than Dame, but he's better than Dirk. So you think Dame is a better scorer than Dirk?
Dirk is arguably a top 5 scorer.
I'm looking out. Let me think.
I don't think he's a top 5 scorer.
Marz, you know how I rank scores. I don't compare
Jordan.
You know that.
Yeah,
Kareem.
I'm not gonna get. I'm because Larry Bird, he's like a
KD.
His game's similar. I guess I'm not gonna compare him to a guard, but like I feel like as a,
I guess.
Larry Bird's scoring was similar to Dirk.
Yeah, it was similar. It was similar.
That's why I say it's an easy comparison for me to make. They scored very similarly.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Dirk just did it better than them.
Yeah, I only thing I disagree. I just think Bird was slightly better. I'm just the opposite.
Got you. Hey, fellas, I gotta get some of you guys up here. I appreciate the conversations, though. It was a nice.
Hey, Dub, I'm gonna simulate those Madden teams.
Let's do it, bro. My team's the best in all of them.
I'm gonna simulate the one we did on Monday and Wednesday.
Appreciate
you. I'll let you know.
Got you. You be safe, bro.
All right, you do.
Peace. Good combos. We got some legendary guests about to pull up. But before we do that, I got some super chats to read. If Kyrie stays on the Mavs, are we ranking him as a shooting guard next season? Since it seems as though Harden is being ranked as a PG and PG-13 as a shooting guard.
I still rank Harden as a shooting guard just because he's a shooting guard in my brain. Even though I know he plays point guard. And it's going to be the same with Kyrie. I'm going to rank him as a point guard, even though he'll be playing shooting guard.
Yeah, I hold the same stance. But if people were to ask me to rank it accordingly, I wouldn't be mad at doing it. I get it. Hey, yeah. Dub, why do they say you always getting cooked? You know what it is?
Because you're always getting cooked.
I told Marz about this. When you show emotions, a lot of emotions in your points, it just creates a bad taste in everybody's mouth. But I gotta be me and I gotta do me, so it is what it is, bro. I'll be right most of the time, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I could literally be saying, like when we talk about Tony Allen last episode, I was right the whole entire time.
You didn't clarify what year you were talking about, but yeah, he was playing good defense on KD in 2014.
But here I go getting gaslit. I just get gaslit, man. It is what it is.
Well, in 2013 he wasn't, so I don't know what you want me to do. That's 50% good defense.
Bro, I didn't realize that there was 2 20-minute videos of him doing that, which is crazy to me. Chris Paul OKC feels like a fever dream. That would be amazing. Not gonna lie. Marz, I remember you saying the Bucks don't move you and that you have to wait and see about the offense once Middleton returns. Well, since January 23rd, the Bucks are 5th in offensive rating, 118.1, and 1st in defensive rating, 108.6. What are your thoughts?
Bucks are moving. They look really good. I still got Philly coming out the East, but I think the Bucks look much better with Chris Middleton in the lineup. I still have some concerns about how streaky of a shooting team they appear to be. And I still don't know how I feel about Drew Holiday scoring come playoff time. But if any team, in my opinion, will make the finals other than Philly, I think it's Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee are better than Boston. But I've got Philly still coming out the East.
Fire. I agree being a bad defender doesn't mean that you're not trying. That's why I don't like when old heads say that they don't play defense today. Lame take. I do disagree with that. I do think there's a lot of people that play good defense in today's day.
I think teams play good defense. I just think the offense is better.
Yes.
The offense is better than the defense. Not that they're not playing defense. I do think there's some like possessions where teams just like they won't like make the extra rotation and they'll just end up giving like up a wide open 3 or something. But for the most part, I think they're trying to play defense. It's just not that easy.
But in the regular season, that happened in the old days too. Like you'll have possession where you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like the same. The issue is where low actually, bro. I didn't know it was that many regular season games. The issue is a lot of old heads seeing a lot of these playoff games and think that was happening in the regular season. No, they weren't playing that level of defense throughout the course of the regular season the whole entire time. It's just not true. But
it'd be borderline impossible to do that.
Yes. Hello, guys. Hello, Big Head.
Buenas tardes, mi amigos. ¿Cómo vas?
I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, I don't know Spanish like that either, bro.
Wow, dub.
I was just saying good afternoon and how you guys doing, my friends?
Oh, I'm fantastic. How about you?
Oh, we good, Brian.
Not good, man. Miami, man. Freaking Lowry comes back, and then Jimmy Butler just goes off on my Knicks. I'm not doing too well, man. Ooh. Jimmy Butler need that same energy when he played Boston. That's all I gotta say. They look good, but real quick, I was listening to the conversation that you guys were talking about, and I kind of saw some guys that I have a list of. that I might think can make an argument that I would prefer over Wall. Just tell me if you guys think I'm right or wrong. I was gonna say, let's start off with Wall or Garland.
John Wall.
Wall. What the Wall?
Well, you said you guys said that too easily. You guys said that too easily.
I said it very
Shot
easily.
or Wall?
Who?
Shot or Wall?
All right, that's a conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
He's a 2. He's
Yeah.
I'm
He is
sorry.
a 2.
He's a 2 in my head. Yeah,
he's a 2, but
I
in that
think 'cause they both
conversation,
score a lot
they
and
in the
do
same
that.
tier. They in the same
Yeah.
tier. It's
Okay, all
tough.
right, cool.
Shay's better.
This is kind of a reach,
Don't do that.
but I was thinking of Hero because of what he did last night to my Knicks.
Oh,
Hero.
no.
Getting
Oh,
15.
no.
Oh,
Tyler
that's crazy. Yeah, no, that's
a reach.
Tyler Hero.
Nah, but I was
You
just talking
should have
about
kept that
Flack.
reach
Y'all
to
go
yourself.
ahead.
You should.
Tyler Hero is shooting guard.
Nah, talk about it. Talk about Tyler Hero, Tyler Buckets, man.
Nah, that was a joke. That was a
Tyler-
joke. Like I said,
Tyler Hero is not moving me, man.
Exactly. But 15 points in 4 quarters, man, that's something to look at. So, but y'all go ahead, man. Like I said, I want to hear what you guys got to say, and I'll jump in.
I'm taking Curry, Luka.
Of course, Curry, but
Curry, Luka,
of course.
Dame, Trey,
Curry,
Ja.
Dame.
Ja is tough. Trey is also kind
What
of
about
tough.
Murray? Jamal Murray.
Nah.
Hell no.
Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out somebody who would actually.
Marz, why are you
better than
disrespecting
Wall.
the best player on the Nuggets, man?
Oh my god. Oh
No,
my
I'm
God.
just saying because, like I said, I don't remember Wall's game per se because I really didn't like him like that, so I didn't watch him. But I was just trying to see some think that he could actually match up with. But you guys already just shot that down. The only one you seem to like is Shy. So
I don't even like. I like Shy. Shy is cooking. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. What about Kyrie? I know Doug thinks Kyrie is.
Kyrie's better than John Wall.
His game is just
Okay, I
so
can see that.
beautiful,
I can-
bro.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think John Wall would be in a weird, like, if we were to do tiers of point guards, I think he would be in a tier by himself. As in, he's not good enough to be in the top
AI
tier,
tier.
but he's also better than everyone else in the lower tiers. If that makes sense. Like, he's better than like Darius Garland, Tyrese Halliburton, and those guys. But he's just not better. He's not better than like Dame and those guys. So he's
Is
just
Dame
bad.
still in his prime?
Thank you, because that's what I was
100%. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
I was just trying to find the tier of Wall where he would
13
rank
seed
up.
in your prime is
Put it
crazy.
up.
Yo, that's why in my head when I was talking to about that, like Portland's been losing. So it's like him using this winning narrative to say that LeBron wasn't better than Dame. It's like Portland, it was doing much better than them.
Yeah,
and I would say that their supporting cast was better. I don't know.
Yeah, Dame
better than who?
Than the Lakers.
Before the trades, I think so. Yeah,
Before the
that's
trades,
tough.
100%.
That's tough.
Before the
That's
trades. I mean, bro,
Besides-
you have AD in and out of the lineup.
Okay.
And then you have Russ next to you.
Yeah.
Compared to having compared to having Jeremy Grant, Anthony
He's been playing
Simons,
well.
He's been playing very well. Anthony Simons playing,
But like no
majority of the season.
Nurkic. No Nurkic.
Nurkic is there.
Nurkic-
Nurkic's not really moving either.
He's not moving
Earlier
me
part
either.
of the
But
season though, and the Blazers have no big besides that. Like they have.
Whoa!
Absolutely no
Don't
big.
disrespect Drew Eubanks. Don't do that. Don't
As
disrespect
a starting
Drew
center.
Eubanks right now.
As a starting.
Hey, Drew Eubanks is a good player,
Bro.
man.
This man Dame blew a 25-point lead to the bum Lakers. Told Pat Bev he would beat his ass, then like totally folded in the clutch, bro. I'm sorry. He's low key been going out sad this season, bro. When he hasn't been putting up like 70 against the Rockets and stuff, it's not really
With no
moving.
Jalen Green. Sorry.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh my god.
It's not really.
I had to
No
clarify.
Jalen Green.
But I got a question. So like, this is for all right, not for Marz because he doesn't really care about like MVPs and stuff. How does a player's MVP like? What does a player have to do in a game for their MVP case to be weakened or to be like? It's just weird. Like, how does that work for y'all? Like last night, Joel had like 12, 7, and 7. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how he played. But like,
he'll play
is
like
that-
16 minutes.
They won by like.
Well,
30.
yeah, they blew him out.
They were blowing him out, and he had like calf tightness, and because the game was like out of reach, Doc Rivers just said, "You don't need to come back." Basically,
Okay.
he was
So
playing
I,
well.
Yeah.
like I like for me, like Jokic was my MVP, but when they went on that 3-game losing streak, is switched to Joel. Now, I always hear Low say, like, what is Joel's case over Giannis? Just in my opinion, Joel is clearly a better scorer. Like, it's not even close. Like,
Yes.
I don't understand how it's even an argument. Now, Giannis obviously gets him in playmaking and defense, but I just look at it like, what Joel is doing is insane, bro. It's insane. For example, when they lost to the Bulls, right? Now, Joel fouled out, ticky-tack foul, Zach LaVine, everything. He had 37 and, like, 16. That doesn't they lost, but that doesn't weaken his case. If anything, it strengthens his case because when he fouled out, the offense was very bad. Like, so I can just tell right there, this is the value. So it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, it's weird. Last Thursday, the Bucks give up 139 to the Pacers. The game ends with Giannis getting put on a poster by Miles Turner. I'm looking here like, no, so Lopez.
So I think Giannis, I mean, not Giannis. I think Joel Embiid has definitely like closed that gap within the last 10 games because, bro, he's been having like 30 and 10 religiously for the last 10 games. So he's been doing a phenomenal job in closing that gap. At the same time, Jokic has not really looked that well either. So I think it's closer than it was before. Yeah, I think it's closer than it was before. On top of that happening, this recency bias of Jokic about to win 3 MVPs, maybe we shouldn't give it to him. I think that's playing a huge factor in it too. So I mean,
it wasn't because of that. Like when Kendrick Perkins went on that little rant and stuff, I was like, no, I'm not with that. But just me, like when they lost to 3 bad teams in a row. That's what made me like, okay, Embiid, bro. They were on like I think an 8-game winning streak. He was hooping out of his mind, bro. Like what he's doing right now with the basketball, I really don't see a team that can stop him. Like even with a wall, he can shoot. So it's just like, unless he's injured, bro, I don't know how he's not going to average at least 30 a game against any team in a playoff series.
Wait. But when you say that, like you're saying, okay, Embiid's numbers is going up, and then you took into account when they played the Bulls, he fouled out, played great. Did we do the same thing for Jokic when he had 35, 20, and 11? Like, all I was hearing
against Brooklyn.
Against Brooklyn.
All I was hearing was Jokic was
he played well that game. He played well.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a, you know what, you're right. That was a very great game. I'm glad you brought that up because I watched that game. Going back to that game definitely shouldn't have lowered his he actually even played good defense that game. Like he actually
exactly that's what
like
I'm saying.
So I'll give you that. But what was it? The loss to the Spurs? Like I saw
the Spurs was egregious. The first Toronto loss was terrible. Actually, I think they won that game, but it was because they got saved. They got saved. Yeah, that was bad. The second Toronto game wasn't good either, and then the Chicago game was bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like MVP is like a season thing. It's not a stretch. Like Giannis had like 3 games where he had 9 points, 11 points, and was shooting poor. Then he had games where he was injured right before their like 16-game streak started. But I wasn't looking at Giannis like I'm about to take him down a couple tiers. I was looking at what he was doing before that, and I was like, Giannis has been comfortably 2 or 3 in the MVP race for me. To be honest, he might be 1 right now, and I'm like, because when I'm thinking of Embiid, I'm like, well, Embiid's not playing better defense than Giannis. Like we know that he's lazier on defense, can't move as well. Jokic has had a slow stretch. For me, it was Jokic was running away from it with it. But you're right, he had a poor stretch of games. Giannis closes the gap, Embiid closes the gap. Now Giannis is in the 1st seed in the entire league. Forget just the East. I'm like, he stepped up his game. They're now number 1. His defense is better than Embiid. The things you'll have for Embiid are like, again, scoring. But I'm like, Giannis has been going on a crazy stretch too. I don't understand why people are going with Embiid. And like Dub, I think, said last pod about being a sympathy MVP. I'm like, I mean, Embiid, like, he's cool, but like, so is Giannis. Like, Giannis is doing something very similar. So I'm like, if Giannis already has 2, Embiid has 0, and they're just thinking, damn, we need to get Embiid 1. That's not, I don't like that narrative. I don't like that to prove why he's the MVP this season, for me at least.
It's also on timing. Like, look at the timing right now that Embiid's doing his thing. Like, now he's kind of boosting up what he needs. So, if he had done this like after the trade deadline, nobody would be saying nothing. It's just the timing. That's the only reason why he's getting that bad flack. But I just wanted to say something about Melo real quick because I remember Dub talking about Melo. No. I didn't like Melo. I'm a Knicks fan, and the thing I don't like about being
that's crazy.
Oh my God,
that's crazy.
Oh my God.
No, what I was gonna say was
my bad, bro. Repeat that because I took you off.
Okay, what I was gonna say, I guess it was you being the prophet that you are, that nobody needed to hear what I gotta say. But what I was gonna say was this: Melo was a black hole. Yes, he did draw defenses when he had KP, but it didn't help KP's game, even though he had weaker defenses on him. So for me, Melo didn't help KP's game. It was just, I have to say, KP's only best option he had was Melo, as far as an elite player he played with. So he didn't help KP's game, bro.
That wasn't the point, though, that we were talking about. All I said was I could agree with the stance of he didn't help it, but I'm not going to sit here and go with the stance of he took away from it. You feel me?
But he didn't pass the ball. That's the main argument for him. That's all I was saying.
But that wasn't the
Nah,
point.
you
The
right.
point. Yeah. So we were just arguing, and then they were changing like the situation of the argument where no, like what about his game is gonna allow KP to do this? No, that wasn't the point. The point you was telling me was not you, but the guys yesterday. The point that they was telling me was he took away from his game. And in my head, I don't know how, because KP was still getting off. In the 2 seasons he spent with him, he was getting better over time and developing. He didn't hurt or stint his development.
Okay.
I could agree he didn't make it better. But
exactly.
I have a question.
But I'm like
oh, my bad. I was just going to ask, I don't know if this has been asked before. Can everybody think about Melo's prime? Can you guys give me an all NBA level player that y'all think Melo could have worked with? Like they weren't taking away from each other's game?
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
I
think especially because they were close too, hopefully.
LeBron too. I think he would have went crazy with LeBron too.
Marz look like that. Marz look like that, bro. He would have turned Melo to a spot-up shooter, Marz.
No, y'all gotta understand.
I don't like that too.
Y'all gotta number one, if he was able to make it work with D Wade, I think they'll be able to make it work with Melo, because you gotta understand when great players begin to start playing with each other, they adjust to each other. They change their game to adjust to each other.
With D Wade, it wasn't that great though.
If Melo plays with LeBron other than D Wade, we never get the oop moment. Like we never get this.
Hey.
As soon as Melo, every time, bro. Like
in the clutch, it's going to be like Kyrie and what's it called? Like Kyrie and LeBron.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna rock out. I just wanted to drop 2 points and I'm out. But thank you for letting me on, guys. I know I suck, but thank you for hearing me out.
What? You know, you one of the best players. What are you talking about?
Chill,
love you, bro. Be safe.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
You too.
I just wanted to say real quick about the MVP. I think the next week and a half is gonna determine the MVP because they all play each other in the next
that's what I was ready to say. They all play each other one more time.
Those
are must-watch games.
Denver's next 2 games is Milwaukee and Philly, and then Philly play Milwaukee on next Sunday, I believe. Like whoever comes out as the best of those matchups is gonna win the MVP, in my opinion.
Right.
So let's say Jokic averages 40 and a triple double in those 2 games. He's going to be back on top of the MVP race. Let's say Embiid averages 40 against Giannis and then Jokic. He's going to be top of the MVP race. And if Giannis goes crazy as well, he's going to be top of it. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion.
Yep. I have a quick question. I don't know if you're ready to get more people up, but like, let's talk about this Austin Reaves thing real quick because I'm a Lakers fan and the whistle's been crazy.
I watched him last night. Oh my God. How many free throws is he going to get, bro? This is insane.
Yeah.
If he's getting fouled, give him the free throw.
If he's getting Scott Foster as his ref, he probably gets 16 a game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not.
If he's getting fouled, give him.
That
the free
was
throws.
Crazy. Like,
bro, that Booker foul when he pump faked and stepped through. I was like, they called a foul? That's none of my business. But I was watching Jordan Poole because me and my family were having a conversation right before the game, and I kept hearing, "Is Austin Reaves better than Jordan Poole?" Marz, as a pre-Warriors fan. What are we thinking between Jordan Poole and Austin Reaves? Like, what's the comparison looking like?
I think Austin Reaves is more reliable than Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
I think with the ball in his hands, I think you probably trust Austin Reaves more as a decision maker and ball handler. I think from a pure talent perspective, I think Jordan Poole is substantially more talented than Austin Reaves. But I do think the fact that he seems to not be able to dribble without falling over does kind of seem to hurt him, and his shot selection isn't great. Whereas with Austin Reaves, he seems to understand the flow of the game. He understands who needs the ball when they need it, and he doesn't seem to take away from anyone. And he seems to be prime James Harden at the moment as well. So I think Austin Reaves is a more valuable piece than Jordan Poole at this point.
To give Jordan some flowers real quick, though, did y'all see that beautiful pass he had at the end of the third quarter? Yes, that was crazy. Oh wait, speaking of that game though, what do you guys think about the Mavs with the formal protests? About the
bro, protest is crazy, bro. Protest is crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front.
Protest
bro,
about
I'm not
what?
gonna lie. So basically, there was the I don't know what happened, but the refs told the Mavs
there was an out of
Mavs
bounds. It was
Yeah.
seen as Mavs got told it was their ball, so they were setting up to get ready to have possession. Then all of a sudden, the refs changed the call without notifying anyone. Just gave the Golden State the ball out of bounds, and then Dallas didn't know what was going on. Golden State scored. The Mavs lost by 2. So obviously that was a big swing play in the game. And now Mark Cuban is saying that they got robbed and stuff.
And they're protesting.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're doing
bro,
a formal
that's
protest.
terrible,
Like,
bro.
All right,
Yeah.
what the like? Like, come on, bro. You protesting because of that? Miami freaking.
I mean, they
had
are a 9 seed right now. It's kind of like they need
but
every win they
listen,
can get.
Miami had a freaking 3-point line call that was a 3-pointer that got called back. Could have been a deciding factor in the playoffs versus the Boston Celtics.
I knew
Like,
I knew the exact word he was talking about.
So it was like, bro, like, come on, bro.
Oh,
Like,
the Max Streets free.
yeah, the Max
Yeah.
Shrewsbury. Like, come on, bro. Like, I get it, heat in the moment, you feel me? But you could complain about it, bring it
Why
up,
is low bullying?
talk
in the
about
chat?
it. Cause I bully low all the time in the chat. It's cool. It's cool. It's a little thing we do. Legend of losing. You already know. Put the LOLs in the chat, please.
oh man.
Oh, that's crazy.
The real legend of losing. But
Oh, and
yeah, bro. So it's like, come on, you gonna protest off of that, bro? Like, what we doing, man?
Luka's rubbing off on him, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Luka's like probably like my second favorite player in the league, and I'm a
Same.
LeBron fan, so I know how it sees to see a guy complain to refs all the time. Luka complains all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If I was a Luka teammate and one time I saw him complaining and he was not engaged at all, I'm launching the ball at him, bro, while he's talking to the ref and hitting him dead in the head. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like every even when it's a clear foul on him, it's just like, what are you doing, bro? Get back on defense. You're not gonna play defense anyway.
What did
so
Skip say? What did Skip Bayless say? What did Skip Bayless say?
Oh my god.
Are we allowed to say that?
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah, that was crazy. But it is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and I love Luka's game, but it's very annoying that he complains all the time about everything.
It's
Like,
just funny. He said he was going to stop talking to the refs as much as well, and he just
Yeah.
lied. He just
I
straight
think
lied. I don't know
even
why.
in the Olympics, he asked some of the world, the refs, like, then he was like, "Why do y'all hate me?" Like, he really just be geeking, bro.
That's some sentimental type shit.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
It's like me asking the chat, why do y'all hate me?
Yeah, you do be kind of doing that. I'm not gonna lie.
I
Yeah, you do be kind of doing that.
I have asked that before. I have. But in reality, it's like, I wonder, why do y'all hate me?
Yeah, you just be getting cooked. That's all it is.
Nah, bro. It's cool. Yo, iOS, amazing. Appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all be easy though, man.
First time being here. Thank you.
No problem, fam. Be safe.
All right, bro.
Oh man, I do wonder why. Cry me a river. You know, all right, my bad, Marz. You don't know about that. Let me read off some super chats. The worst thing for KD is to lose to Golden State again. He could average 48 and 7, outplaying Steph, and the narrative is gonna be Steph over KD forever. I believe
it's just gonna be KD can't get it done. That's what it's gonna be.
It's about the key moments, Marz, making the plays that matters. Swing plays. You know the vibes.
Facts.
Yo, Marz, I haven't heard from you talking about your favorite player, James Wiseman. LOL. What's your thoughts about him? He been hooping lately.
No, he hasn't. The thing is, I don't hate James Wiseman. Like, I don't care if he does well or not, to be honest. He's in Detroit. I don't root for the team. I just said he can't play winning basketball, so he needed to leave Golden State. He's terrible for Golden State. In Detroit, he can play all the losing basketball he wants and put up the nice empty stats. That's fantastic. He's still not good. Like, I don't know what to say. He's still not good. Like, the number, I think he just fouled out in like 20 minutes against Atlanta, like the last game he played. So it's not like he's playing well. But I will say he has a very good touch around the rim, which he had at Golden State. He's athletic, which he was in Golden State. He could run up and down very well.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, those two things, that's cool. I mean, he's talented, and like he has like there's signs of a good jump shot there. Like he might be able to become a consistent outside shooter. But no, I know people aren't bothering to watch Detroit because they have the worst record in the NBA. I'm not gonna act like I've watched every James Wiseman game. I haven't. I've watched about maybe 3 or 4 games since he's gone to Detroit. And No, he's not good. He's still terrible defensively. Still can't catch the ball consistently. Has no ability to map the floor and see players around him and pass the ball. He's very uncoordinated, but he has very good touch around the rim. Like that's it. But he's still not good. So those. Let me see what he's averaging since he got to the
James Wiseman. The last game he had, he was 6 and 5.
He fouled out in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So he's averaging 13 and 9 since he got to Detroit, which is cool. I said he could average a double-double, and this is damn near, if it was 10 rebounds, it would be the worst double-double in the NBA, like I said. But I don't expect people to watch Detroit. It's the same reason people don't watch Houston. They don't know anything about the Houston Rockets. If I told them to tell me about how Kevin Porter Jr. plays, they're not going to be able to tell me. So it's like, I don't really care what you say about James Wiseman. I know you're just watching the box score. So like, you can say he's sweeping, he's not.
People get infatuated with double doubles, and I realized that with Thomas Bryant, they get so infatuated with that they somehow put guys on a level where they don't belong. And I think James Wiseman could be like you said, a double double maniac, but it's like he doesn't do a lot of things well. I'm not gonna hold you.
He has potential, like that type of athleticism, and that like he has potential. I said months ago that the issue with him is he came into the NBA basically as a high school player. Like he wasn't going to be well developed at all. Then he was on a team that was trying to win, so he just looked even worse.
This is a bad agenda, Lo. Sorry.
He's not gonna look very good. But the issue is people just like seem to act like it's Golden State who are misusing him. No, he just didn't have many good skills. And I think he can develop in Detroit, but he's not good right now. And if you act like he is good, then you're not watching it.
I never realized the Lakers' toxicity until now. I've never been around that many Lakers fans.
Oh, anytime a Lakers player is playing well, they're the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Yo, bro, I didn't realize how crazy this was, bro. Because, you know, I'm in the Northeast, so it's a lot of like Philly fans, New York fans, and everything. Some Lakers fans, but this toxicity, bro. God damn, bro. Jesus. Will Luka get flack for his Mavs missing the playoffs?
I mean, yeah, if he misses the playoffs, yeah, he's probably going to get criticized for it. People thought they were going to take a jump this year, or at least be like a top 4 or 5 seed because they were just in the conference finals, blah blah blah. I mean, I didn't. I said they'd be in the play-in before the season. It's looking. I mean, I know it's really close between like 4 and 10, but right now the prediction's looking right. So I know ball.
You know ball. I think Kyrie and Luka will be under tremendous scrutiny because you made the trade and then y'all missed the playoffs. They're worse with Kyrie than without. They were in the driver's seat to not be in the play-in, and it's just going to be terrible narratives because of that. But like I said, the Mavs are playing the long game. Kyrie's going to stay. They're going to revamp on their defense, and Luka and Kyrie look like they play very well with each other and look like they're happy to play basketball with each other. If Jokic averages a triple-double and has the number 1 seed in the West, how can we ignore that? I agree wholeheartedly.
I don't think you have to ignore it. It doesn't mean he's the MVP. Like, it's not something that you ignore. I mean, every time someone averages a triple-double, it doesn't. Russell Westbrook kind of got it ignored a little bit. But for the most part, it doesn't really get ignored, and especially when you're on a 1 seed, which Russell Westbrook never was. I mean, I think that's cool. I do think I believe triple doubles are starting to get overstated, but I do think what Jokic is doing is elite. But I don't think it just means he deserves the MVP.
I think overrated. I mean, triple doubles again undervalued. Like before, doing something like this is like, you know, it was meaningful. You know, this wasn't something heard of. This was crazy. Like this was not expected. And now it's like people have become tone deaf to that. In my opinion, bro, a dude averaging a triple double and first in the seeding, that's crazy. The reason why Russ didn't win so many MVPs because he got better pieces, and despite him getting better pieces, the team was only a 4 or 5 seed. Like, so they didn't get that much better with him doing that. So that's why. But if he was a 1st and 2nd seed, along with Paul George and them boys, averaging a triple double, yo, he would have got way more MVP nods and way more MVP love. But feel me? Seeding matters, bro. It is. Seeding matters in these MVP talks, bro.
Unless it's Jokic last year. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unless it's Jokic last year. It was crazy.
Hated that MVP.
What's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
So Hey, what up, man?
Good.
Hey,
Dang,
wait.
Davion already, Davion. That's crazy.
I've been holding this in for a long time.
Oh, you're about to get cooked.
Man, listen. You said the Bucks got worse this year, and when you said that, it was bad, man. Now you said they was worse based off beginning of the season, which was okay, cool. Now the reason I said that they got worse is because one, Giannis was injured. Of course, he was playing through his injury or whatever. You can kind of see, especially when you watch the games, you can see some Giannis wasn't playing the same. He wasn't playing his same Giannis play. Cool. Chris Middleton injured. Cool. Drew Holiday, he was in and out the lineup. Cool. Now, when you said that they got worse, I'm trying to figure out how. Especially after they went on a 16-game winning streak. You said, oh, it don't mean nothing. They was beating weak teams. Well, I mean, you're not gonna play playoff teams every night. I mean, I don't know what to expect. So, I mean, you're gonna play who you play. You play who you play. You said they won a 16-game winning streak and it didn't mean nothing. I still can't wrap my head around that. That just didn't make sense to me.
So, Davion, it's like,
go ahead.
So it's like this. I'm gonna say, I don't want to spark up another debate, but I'm gonna repeat what I said before. The Bucks have always shown us as a team in the regular season, despite if their guys are in and out of the lineup, they're able to win games. They're able to play at a high level. That's what they show me. That's the standard of the Milwaukee Bucks ever since Mike Budd been in there since 2019 or like 2018. They showed that standard of consistency, right? So when the Bucks are doing strides like role players stepping up and role players doing this, I expect that from them. I know they're capable of doing that. Almost like Miami Heat. I expect us to be able to make things work out even when we're battling injuries because that's the standard they set. Did the overall team get better because of that? No, because I think you brought up a tremendous point about Giannis and Chris Middleton. In my opinion, I need those guys to be those guys. I need Bam, I need Jimmy, I need those guys to be themselves because if they're not themselves, guess what happens? We lose in the playoffs because we need those guys so role players could complement them. So if Giannis, right, off of this season, shows signs of regression, and if it's because of injury, 100%, I even said that's not a bad thing to say. But he does show some signs of regression because of his jump shot. Chris Middleton, he's playing back in the lineup now, but still his question mark is out on him. In my head, in my mind frame, I'm like, all right, that team is not better than the team in 2021 because your two most important key guys in Giannis and Chris Middleton aren't themselves. And if they aren't themselves, it's hard for those role players to complement those guys. It's hard for me to sit here and think like people kept bringing up Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday to step up when last season he didn't step up. He actually played terrible. When he was a third option against the Suns, offensively, talking about offensively, not defensively. Scoring. My bad. Scoring wise. Not defense, because we know what he brings defensively. Scoring wise, he couldn't step up. Scoring wise, he didn't step up against the Suns. They need Middleton and Giannis to be Middleton and Giannis. And if they aren't those guys, I don't like their chances. I think they're going to be worse.
Well, that's with anybody. If your star's not playing, to their star potential, you're not gonna win. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Facts.
But I believe, since they coming back to, who they becoming, Giannis and Middleton, you got Brook Lopez playing at defensive player of the year type level. He's playing the best he's played in his whole career. He's playing the best he's played in his whole career. You got Joe Ingles coming back playing better off injury. You got Jay Crowder. He got championship DNA. He fit with the Bucks perfectly. 3-and-D, good player. You got Javon Carter playing great off the bench. Their team got better from last year. They're not playing as good as last year because of the injuries. Their team just not getting back healthy. But since they back healthy, you see what they're doing. They running through anybody. They doing what they're supposed to do. So,
but that's what they showed me before. They've shown me that before. That's what they showed me years before that they're capable of doing that.
But you said they was worse though. But the reason why you were saying they was worse was based off injuries and not really they play. It was really
it's because it was based off of the play of Giannis and the play of Chris Middleton.
Yeah, because they was injured. Exactly. They was coming out injured. You can't expect Chris Middleton to come back and be the same Chris Middleton.
That matters though. If my team is injured, they're a worse version of themselves, correct?
Yep. Yeah, but if they're gonna get healthy by the end of the season, playoff time coming, and you see what you extra added to your team, it's just like, oh, okay, we're gonna be ready. Because now since Chris Middleton back, I definitely think it can flip.
I think you can flip it. I think you can flip because Lopez was out the whole year last year, and their defense took a huge hit. They were like an average level defense last year, and then now he's back and look, they're like a top 2 defense. So as much as like Middleton's not playing as much this year, I think you can flip-flop that and say they're around the same level, if not this year's a little bit better, whichever one you want to.
I base it off of 2021, not last season.
You base off off the chip year?
Off the chip year.
That's fine. They got better. I think they definitely got better, and them just playing as a team, they getting more comfortable playing with each other, and you bring in more players like Joe Ingles and Jay Crowder and all these new players. It's definitely gonna help your team, and I feel like they back either exactly where they was at or they're a little higher. They got to be a little higher. I'm kind of putting their stock in Brook Lopez because he playing, man. I never seen Brook Lopez.
I see people every time when this topic comes up, bro. I can see the personal biases that everybody have towards the Bucks, and people just have a failure to understand the meaning of what I'm saying. It's not about how deep they are; it's about their stars. If your stars don't play like your stars, the overall production of the team lowers because it don't matter how deep you can get. It don't matter how many role players that you can find. At the end of the day, you need your stars to be your stars so that your role players can complement those guys. And if your stars aren't your stars, the overall production of the team lowers because of that. That's not my opinion. That's just a fact. That is a fact and a standard that has been set forth throughout NBA history.
Well, were you saying this? Some of the stars are worse this year, or the Bucks as a whole are worse this year?
You said what?
Were you saying like the stars like Giannis and Middleton were worse this year? Well, not bad, but worse than they were, or the whole team was worse than they were?
No, I'm just saying Giannis and Middleton. I'm saying Giannis and Middleton are worse. One credit to the injury, sure. But at the end of the day, they're injured, which makes them worse because they are injured.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler was hurt in 2021, which made the overall team worse in 2021. And then we got skunked by the fucking Milwaukee Bucks because of that.
But
all I'm saying is that with those two most important key guys being worse, that greatly affects the team, the overall aspect of the team, to be worse as well.
Well, I mean, but I actually view it as I thought the Bucks been better than they were last year than they were this year.
I said 2021, not last year.
He's comparing to the chip year, I guess. I thought he was talking about 2022. But
2021. I'm trying to remember.
They were they were kind of half-assed.
I don't know. I
don't get how do you think they're worse than 2021?
Yeah, I still don't know.
Chris Middleton in 2021 was still mid-Middleton.
Because wasn't it?
Because mid-Middleton is even Middleton.
Wait, am I mistaken? Or wasn't
he's hurt?
Wasn't it the Nets? Who was the second seed?
Second seed
in 2021?
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Or who was the first seed? I can't remember. Who
Miami.
It was Sixers.
Oh, Philly. Yeah, Philly. Okay.
Yep.
Philly.
I remember that.
So
Philly getting robbed of MVP, man.
So it was Philly.
Crazy,
it was Philly,
Boston. I think Milwaukee.
No, Philly, Brooklyn, Milwaukee.
Philly, Brooklyn,
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
The Celtics were like 500.
The seven seed.
Yeah, because the Celtics were getting hurt.
The Celtics were like 7th, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this year they've been. If you, I just can't really remember. I got to go back.
So this is why I say I agree. This is why I say I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all. Yes, they are deeper. They do have role players, but that doesn't mean that the team is overall better. It's almost like think of percentages, right? Your role. Let's say Giannis and Chris Middleton. You're 1 and 2 guy. They greatly affect that team.
Yeah.
Like that's like 50%. That's like 50% of your team right there. Your role players, that's 2 guys holding 50%. And a lot of these other guys, everybody else is the other 50%. So if Giannis and Chris Middleton aren't themselves, that greatly affects the overall production of the team.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but what I was saying is the reason why they're not playing to their role, to their expectation is because they was injured. But now I feel like since they're back, like their recent play, they're getting back to, where they're supposed to be. That's my argument. My argument is they getting back to the Bucks regular play. Those players become, them. And with their role players, they all just come together, become, that team.
Yeah, we'll have to see because I'm not gonna lie, like they're the same team they've been the whole entire season, bro. They just been on a winning streak. I'm not even gonna hold you. They're the same exact team. Chris Middleton, they're integrating him back in the lineup, so he's been looking better. But I'm not gonna lie, once the playoffs hit, y'all gonna be looking like, "Dag, Middleton, you really mid."
Would you pick the Celtics to beat them right now? Would you pick the Celtics to beat them right now?
1,000%.
Would you pick the 76ers to beat them in a playoff series?
It'll be tough. I may go with the Bucks though.
Okay.
I love that it's like legit parity because either one of those three teams can really come out the East.
I don't know why everyone's so high on the damn fucking Sixers.
Oh,
like,
I said they were coming out the East.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like people think I'm
what
shitting
you mean
on.
You don't understand.
He doesn't believe in James Harden can't create separation.
Bro, James,
if you don't believe in James Harden, you don't believe in.
He thinks Boston have a free run to the finals. That's what he thinks.
Oh
free
yeah,
run is insane.
Free run is
they should be everybody they go up against.
Disrespectful.
You should never.
I'm not even mad at that, but like a free run is disrespectful.
It's not a free run, but it's gonna be. It's like the Bucks series. I expected it to be tight. The Sixers series, I'm not gonna lie. Boston always beating their ass, so I'm not gonna lie. They might beat them in 5 or 6. And it'll be like an easy 5 or 6.
The playoffs are different.
The Sixers always kill them in the playoffs. What are we talking about?
I mean, the Celtics always kill them.
Yeah,
I mean, the Celtics always kill them in the playoffs. What are we talking about?
I mean, they killed us
I'm
in our
just saying,
first
like,
year.
2018,
2020 with no
Joel Embiid
They
said
got-
himself.
They got D'Anthony Melton now.
He
What's
said that
going
like
on,
3
man?
years ago.
He locking up
They have PJ Tucker. Like, I don't
He
know
locking
how
up
they
JT. What's going on, man?
We have way better role
if y'all
players.
if y'all watch James Harden, like
Yes.
what pisses me off about this James Harden agenda that
Wait, just real quick, Dub. I was gonna say I will point out he does have an injury now. Like the last time they played Chicago, he looked really bad, and it was because of his foot injury, and he missed the game yesterday. So that's just
who you talking about?
James Harden. That's just something to look out for.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching James Harden throughout the whole fucking season right now for the last few days. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by what I say. This man settles by tough jump shots after tough jump shots, and he just makes it. I'm not gonna lie. He just makes it.
That's what he always been.
You're calling James Harden Julius Randle right now. That's what
bro. Yes, that's exactly what I'm
crazy.
calling.
Nah, I mean,
bro, I think him in the pick and roll. Right now, I think he operates that so well with Embiid. But that's mainly predicated off of Embiid and not Harden.
No,
so he runs the I'm telling you.
I still think like especially this season, Harden has some of that burst back, like to get to the paint. So
it's not as much burst, bro.
It's not 2019.
No, it's not. He has some.
It might be 2021 burst
compared to last season.
I think it's worse than 2021 burst. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I don't think that's crazy. That's 2021. He was still kind of.
I think they need James. I think they need James Harden. That extra burst in his step. They need him. They need him to be that secondary guy to challenge defenses. They don't need him to be this guy on top. No, they don't need him to be this guy on top of the key. Just sit here. Watch. A lot of the times he's on top of the key, feeding Embiid. They run in the pick and roll, hits it to Embiid to run that. There's not a lot of times.
Easy bucket.
There's not easy bucket.
Yeah, that's stuck to me. Yeah, that's stuck to me.
They need James Harden. They need James Harden. Of course, you have Embiid, so you have to adjust. But in the playoffs, they need that secondary guy to challenge defenses, to force the double teams in order to get everybody else involved. And right now, James Harden, right now, in my opinion, I think they will have to rely on Maxey to be that, because I think Maxey has that potential, but I don't think Harden is willing to allow that to happen yet. So
I think he needs.
I think Maxey is the X factor, but James Harden, he's not that guy. Especially when I watch him get locked up by guys who's not really that good defensive. I've seen it numerous times.
What does he do against the Bucks though? What does he do against the Bucks? He drops 30 every single time.
You talking about James?
Them.
He did ball on the
Bucks. He be hitting like these crazy ass shots with.
But it has something to do with how he was last year, because you see. He has a higher lift on his shot now. Like he's way more efficient than he was last season. I think
the most efficient year of his career.
But now the foot injury
is not career.
Yo, Nigel, do you be seeing the threes he be hitting, bro, over guys?
Yes, I watch every game.
James Harden's a really good shooter,
bro. And I be sitting here watching it. I'm like, how the fuck is he making this shit? You shouldn't be making this.
That's like saying Steph Curry don't really be creating separation. He just be throwing stuff up.
Marz, the dude be on his the man be on his hip. He be on his hip. And he's just netting this shit.
Do you know who James Harden is?
Exactly. I'm confused.
That's the reason why.
You're the biggest Kobe Bryant fan. Imagine if someone said, you know what, Kobe Bryant's not even that good. He just be making contested shots.
Watch this, Marz. Watch this, Marz, because there's a difference. There's a reason why even prime James Harden was falling off in the playoffs. That's because him relying on these fucking tough shots is not a good It's not a good
I mean,
recipe
he's been
for
getting into the
success.
mid-range way more.
He was foul
than he
baiting
ever
right
has.
there. He was foul baiting.
He's been getting into
much
the
more
mid-range.
two dimension.
But
Even the mid-range shots be
Marz,
contested, bro. I swear to God.
The only problem I have with your Philly pick, how could you be like so comfortable with them having Doc Rivers as their coach?
Oh, I'm not comfortable at all.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
I had them preseason, and then I stepped back when James Harden missed a month because I was like, they're not looking that good. But then he came back and they look good. And what really changed my mind, what really opened my mind to thinking maybe Doc Rivers can get it done, I watched him make an adjustment. He did. He made it when they played Denver. He made an adjustment, and that flabbergasted.
Oh, that's not even the one.
Are you talking about when they put PJ on?
Yes. And now a lot of teams are starting to copy that formula. Doc Rivers actually started something around the NBA,
and I think
that was a sign to me that maybe
Doc Rivers is not just a good coach. He's a really good coach, but I don't know. I feel like he's a bit overrated because of that run that he had in 2008 with that super team.
Sure.
And I think
I think one thing he also did really well. He stopped playing Maxey on the bench. Like he would run Maxey with all bench lineups, and it would be horrible. We'd be up by 10, and then the starters would come back.
Maxey's getting a lot more minutes with Embiid now.
With Embiid and with Harden, because he plays so well off the Harden. He was without.
It's
Harden.
just sometimes when James Harden and Tyrese Maxey on the court at the same time, Tyrese Maxey just standing around because James Harden is man pick and roll sometimes. So that's the reason why he put him on the
thing.
I don't really like that. Especially when it's not James Harden's turn. I think he just sit in the corner.
Our offense is not very advanced, like at all.
That's my biggest issue.
It's mainly Harden and B pick and roll.
Yeah, I want to see how teams.
It helps to have him. Maxey just a really good, efficient player.
Shooter. He's a good shooter too.
He can play off the ball. He plays very well in transition. So he gonna
one of the best floaters in the league.
No fucking way, bro.
Did y'all see what he did to the Bulls yesterday? Tyrese Maxey,
bro. They started the game off like 19-1. No, 23-1.
I'm watching.
Something ridiculous. Yes.
I didn't see that game. I just saw it was a blowout down here the whole time.
I was watching I was flipping between so many games.
The Bulls didn't hit a shot till like 4 minutes left in the first quarter. It was crazy. I was watching. They had like a standing ovation when Zach LaVine hit the first free throw. Yeah, he did. Yes, they did. I remember that.
They had a stand. It was. They were so mad that Chicago snapped their streak. Dog, they came out fierce. Embiid didn't even have to play the second half.
Didn't.
He played 16 minutes. And had 7 assists. Embiid without Harden is
Marz,
a crazy good player.
Marz! Oh my God! I'm watching James Harden right now, bro.
He gets at me like I did something crazy.
My bad. Marz, I'm watching him right now. He gets boxed the fuck up, and he's just picking up a contesting crazy.
Who are you watching this against? Who's he playing against?
This was against the Clippers. Who's guarding him right? No, this was against the Kings. Wait, who is this? Who's this defender?
Oh, that was way back. Okay, yeah.
This is in the middle of season.
Off it. Injury type. Okay.
I think Trey Law.
No, I mean,
I think that was.
Doug, you don't know the names of players in the Kings.
I just can't tell who the fuck this guy is.
What number?
Look at his number. Yeah, look at his number.
I can't see his fucking number.
Oh my God. You're not giving us much to go off right now.
Yeah.
Is he
18? Number 18.
What type of hair do you have?
Number 18.
Terrence Davis? Is that Terrence Davis?
Nah. He wears 3. Who is that?
Is he light skinned?
18. No, he's 18. He's 18.
On the Kings.
Number 18 on the Kings.
Hey, no way. There's it.
I can't think.
He's getting locked up by a guy that we don't even fucking know.
Locked up is crazy.
He was getting locked up. He just made the shot. 18.
How long ago was this game?
He's been doing that. He's been doing that.
This game was maybe did the Kings make a trade this season?
That was February 3rd. That was February 3rd. February 3rd.
I don't know who that number 18 is.
February.
So that's sad. That's sad, bro.
Tremezi Metu is number 7. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, he is.
When is February 3rd?
Keegan Murray is number 13.
Are
you sure the 3 is an 8? Are you sure the 3 is an 8?
February 3rd, the Kings played the Pacers. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say we did not.
Stop chatting, man. What's going on?
What you talking about?
What you watching?
You said February 3rd.
February 3rd.
Yeah, that is not Sacramento, bro. That is not Sacramento.
It says 2022, 2020. Oh, I'm gonna share.
Are you sure it's not San Antonio? We played San Antonio.
I'm sharing my screen.
All right.
Share my screen.
We played San Antonio that day.
We're doing this. We're doing this
right now.
Bro, what are you talking about? Like y'all acting like
I don't know
about.
I'm pretty sure the Kings don't have a number 18. Like I'm pretty sure I remember.
I look at their whole roster.
Yeah.
All right, listen,
bro. That is
Philly at San Antonio. February.
No, not the Kings, the San Antonio.
Oh shit!
That's chatting, man.
It's too early, bro. What you been thinking, man? It's too early.
Crazy.
We already saw the.
I'd be lying if I said I know who number 18 on the Spurs is. But.
Oh my god! I'm tripping.
I don't see a number 18 for them.
My bad.
This was probably before the trades and stuff.
My bad, bro. I'll be.
Jacopo didn't wear 18, did he?
Yo.
Jacopo.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know.
So he's getting locked up by a guy that we don't even fucking know. My bad. It was the Spurs. You know what? I'm doing this. 5 seconds.
You're crazy.
I'm trying.
Wait, is that?
He lost the drip. Okay.
He just made the shot. He just made the shot.
Like that.
Yeah,
he's him.
Yeah,
he's him.
That's what he do.
He's him.
Bro.
He's been doing that, Dub. I don't know why you're
he has.
No, I don't know how you're getting mad at someone for making shots with good defense.
Nah, bro. Like, I don't understand.
As a Kobe fan. As a Kobe
That's what doesn't make sense.
But it's like, I don't get it.
You love Kyrie. Kyrie does the same thing.
There's a reason. Time out. There is a reason why James Harden, even in his prime, sat here and fell off in the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Because of this.
I think it's
he's not fucking Kobe.
I think he fell off in the playoffs because it was way too freezing layups and baiting fouls.
Yeah, it depends on who you're talking about.
That's one. Hold on. That's one. 2. James Harden. What time is it? Okay, cool. James Harden. Oh my God. If he's getting locked up by guys like that, getting settled for tough jump shots like that and a worse version of himself. And he's been showing me consistently for his whole entire career that he drops in the playoffs because of that shot selection. What the fuck do you think I'm going to think?
Yeah, but
at a
James
Harden
drops in the playoffs compared to averaging 34 a game.
Yeah.
He's not,
I have a question.
It's not like he's a bad player.
Dub, I have a question.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do that anymore.
Dub, I have a question.
What's up, man?
So I understand your concerns about James Harden dropping in the playoffs and him possibly getting locked up or whatever. Has he ever played with a guy like Embiid, or was he always the number one guy when that happened?
No, he was always wait. He was always the number one guy, Desto. But the issue is that I'm having is that James Harden is not the same level he was back then.
He doesn't need to be.
No.
Exactly.
Even your main stars. These guys, that's why LeBron got with D Wade. That's why LeBron got with Kyrie.
Understandable.
They need guys to sit here and challenge defenses to make them honest. To force a double. To force a double.
I promise James Harden does that better than Jaylen Brown. I promise he does.
But the difference between Boston, the difference between Boston and the difference between what's it called? The Sixers, the Sixers is the systems in which they run. The Boston Celtics are more off ball, moving around, sharing the rock. That's why the Warriors were so successful, because despite them having a Klay Thompson where he couldn't really get that type of separation, they had enough ball movement around to sit here and create mismatches so guys like Steph and Klay could get open. Boston has a system where they could benefit off of that. The Sixers, though, they rely heavily off of Embiid. They rely heavily off of James Harden. And if you're playing basketball like that, then you need your co-star to be able to be his guys off the dribble, to be his guys and challenge defenses to force a double team consistently, especially in the postseason. So if they don't have a system like that, like the Celtics, I find it hard for them to be successful in the fucking postseason, bro.
I mean, that's understandable. I feel like the Celtics run a more unpredictable and like sustainable system, which I understand you picking them, but your take on James Harden this season, I just don't think it's correct. All
right, then I'm not arguing with y'all no more. You know what? I will go on fucking Twitch. I will go on Twitch.
You're gonna show clips of James Harden being locked up. I
will watch every single field goal that this man has made. Every single one that he has made and missed for the whole fucking season, and we will sit here and come to a conclusion about this man's game, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. He say, she say nonsense. No, fuck this. I'm tired of it. Let's watch these games together.
I mean, you can even watch some of the games he played against the Celtics. Like,
no, we're watching everything.
So
we are watching everything. I will spend 6 hours on Twitch watching this with y'all because this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and maybe it's because I'm a little bit faded right now.
What's your name? You getting gaslit right now?
Tweet. I'm gonna add you.
Dub, just so I understand, you're saying James Harden relies on too many difficult shots, so that in the playoffs, he's going to be less efficient, and that's going to make the Sixers lose.
Because when you're lining up with guys like Drew, when you're lining up with guys like fucking Marcus Smart, and if you're getting locked up by number 18 off San Antonio, where nobody thinks that nobody even knows.
He made the shot. He didn't get locked up.
He got locked up. He just made a crazy shot.
That he didn't.
What I told you?
It's not dropping like that. I promise y'all. Those tough shots are not dropping like that. I promise y'all.
Why does he kill the Bucks?
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that James Harden is the same Houston James Harden, but he's not the Harden from last year. And
he's not.
I still think I watch all the. I watch every Philly game, but I watch James Harden a lot. And he has that burst. He has that lift on his shot, even when it's contested. He was getting, if you want to say locked up, he was getting locked up.
That's so. After this,
James Harden has Hall of Fame dead eye, man. I don't know.
Give me your Twitch. Give me your Twitch.
Yo, where's? Oh my God.
Get on. Let me know.
There's actual concerns with the Sixers, and we're talking about Harden in
one clip. I'm not saying I expect James Harden to be just as efficient in the regular season as the playoffs. I don't expect most people to do that. But that's going to be the reason for their downfall. I mean,
I promise you it is.
I think the reason for that downfall could be there because they haven't been as good defensively as they were like midway through the season. I think that their defense.
That's true. We've ramped it up a little bit, though.
And I still got some questions about Doc Rivers, But I still think it's possible.
I agree with the Doc Rivers question marks because that offense is I want to see if teams can game plan for that. I want to see them play against Miami in the first round.
Yo, chat, follow my Twitch, bro.
Because Miami is a team that I think can have a game plan for them, and I want to see how.
That'd be a good matchup because Miami, even though all the inconsistency, they still have a good coach and they still have good defense, so they can challenge.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
I think it's going to be very similar to the Toronto series last year.
I can't do it on Dub's World, but I can do it on Twitch.
If Philly can handle a team like Miami, I'll be a lot more confident in my prediction of them.
I think that race for the first seed is important because. Like that 2-3 matchup, that's gonna be that's probably for sure gonna go 7. It don't matter who it is. If it's Philly, Boston, if it's Milwaukee, Boston, if it's Milwaukee, Philly.
I agree. If we get that first seed,
teams are hoping they can get Cleveland's in round 2. That's what they're hoping for.
I hope not. They don't need to.
Hey,
Cleveland surprise somebody.
The only thing I'm worried about with Cleveland is I like
Cleveland.
Their offense, but their defense, man, dog, they gonna put
that defense.
Their offense even has kind of ramped it up lately.
Bro,
I know earlier in the year it was
they
kind of dot stop.
Why y'all blaming Embiid for his players sucking ass? What? I'm serious. I mean,
what are you talking about?
Why y'all blaming Doc Rivers for his fucking team?
Oh my God! Okay, Doc's on his crazy ticket right now. You're actually being ticket.
No, because he made a tremendous point with that. Why are y'all crucifying fucking the coach for his team sucking ass? I don't get that.
Crazy.
I don't get that. I don't get it. No, I really don't get it. This man had Ben Simmons, who was afraid of taking a fucking dunk on Trae Young, which y'all crucified Doc Rivers for.
That I agree with.
Yeah, Tracy McGrady, who had a
no one crucifies Doc Rivers for 2021. Everyone blames Ben Simmons.
Y'all crucified Tracy. Y'all crucified Doc Rivers blowing the 3-1 lead on the Clippers. Blowing a 3-1 lead on the Orlando Magic.
He blew 2 3-1 leads on the Clippers.
Yeah. Hold on. On the 3-1
one of them
lead,
2 James Harden, by the way.
Hold on, watch this, right? Watch this. Tracy McGrady, after those first 3 games, he fell off a fucking cliff. Okay. Fucking, what's his name? The 3-1 lead that he blew on the Clippers one time, CP3 was coming off a hammy injury. Yeah. The other one, the 3-1 lead with the Clippers, with Kawhi. Bro, we gonna forget that PG, we call him Pandemic P. Are you kidding me?
At some point, there's a common denominator. If you're having to explain 3 separate 3-1 leads for one man,
people have to take. You have to take accountability.
No, of course.
It's on the players. It's also on the coach.
You got to get
2020. There were such obvious adjustments that they could have made, and he didn't.
He couldn't adjust to a simple pick and roll defense.
I'm not the type of guy to put it all on
Pandemic P out there, fucking bricking shit, hitting the side of the backboard, Tracy McGrady. Even then, the Orlando Magic shouldn't even have been in a position to be up 3-1.
Which is why no one blames him.
That's right. No one blames him for the Orlando one. They say he's blowing 3-1 leads because he has been.
The one on against the Houston Rockets, bro. CP3 was off a hammy.
No, he didn't even start that. He didn't even start that series.
He played the last 5 games, I think, but missed the first 2.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
the problem with Doc Rivers.
Hold up, right? Because it's the same shit that me and Marz hates all the time, so I don't understand this. Y'all crucify people for winning and losing. Y'all crucify them for not being able to get the job done. Here we go, Doc Rivers, where his fucking players forget how to play basketball. Y'all crucify him for it. That's not his fault.
Forgot how to play basketball.
No, dude, because
they could
have still won the
series. All they have to do is figure out how to guard a simple pick and roll. All they have to do is figure out how to stop a 2-man game in a pick and roll.
They could have still won the series.
First of all, they don't even have the personnel to stop a Jokic, bro. Who the fuck is guarding Jokic?
They were playing Montrezl Harrell. He could have easily adjusted to not have him in the game, and they didn't.
But who? Who was going to guard him?
But look,
I'm not saying
answer my question.
I'm not saying who was going to stop him.
You weren't going to stop that pick and roll. You weren't going to stop that pick and roll because they had nobody there who could stop it.
Okay, Dub, even if you think they weren't going to stop the pick and roll, that's fine. They played the same coverage for 7 games, Dub.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my thing.
Like, people crucified Doc Rivers for the lack of adjustment.
Exactly.
The lack of adjustments caused them to lose. Yes, the players don't perform at the highest level, but if he's not adjusting and everyone can see that, we have to talk about that. That's what everyone says.
Wait, real quick.
Hold on. Because when your fucking guys aren't performing, because at the end of the day, what you got to understand was the Clippers weren't going to slow down the Nuggets. And even with some of those adjustments, they weren't going to slow down the Nuggets. That's where you need your fucking offense to put in the work. You need your offense to step up. And what the fuck did Pandemic P do?
They weren't going to slow down Jokic. They weren't going to slow down Jokic.
I think they weren't going to slow down Jokic. Yes. So you know what you got to do? Your offensive players should step up on offense because Kawhi ain't guarding him. PG ain't guarding him. Zubac ain't fucking guarding him. They even tried to throw Kawhi on him. He was getting fucking cooked. So no, they had no
answer. Cook regardless.
I think that's the point.
Hey, Dub, I think
ain't no way people agree
because I'm not type of guy.
Bro, I'm tired of this shit, man.
I'm not gonna put it all on the coach, but you letting him off the hook because, like Marz said, the problem with Doc is his inability to adjust. Like, and I was
how
watching.
How can you adjust when you have nobody that can adjust?
No. He has personnel. I'm not saying to stop Jokic, but there are different looks. And what Doc wanted to do. Doc wanted his guys out there that was getting paid. If you get in the Bucks like Lou Will, like Pat Beverly, you gonna I think Morris that he wants you on the court. It doesn't matter about the personnel. It was about you got your dollars. You gonna go out there and earn them. And that's the type of coach he is. Not saying he a bad coach. He's a really good coach in my eyes. But his inability to adjust. Has costed his team some series.
When your guys, because they lost game 6, right? They lost game 6 because in the second half, their offense was fucking putrid. They shot 20% in the third quarter and then 33% in the fourth quarter.
I understand.
That's not on Doc.
No.
How is that on Doc?
No, I understand that, though. But he does not escape accountability.
He escapes accountability when his fucking team is playing like fucking ass.
No, he does. Because look, it's several things you can point out.
That's the same shit that people say. Oh, you didn't win.
That's
the same shit people say. Oh, you didn't win. You got to be accountable for that. No, you don't. The fuck we talking about?
No.
That's not the way life works.
No.
If you lost and there's clear things you could have done differently.
Exactly.
You are going to get blamed.
No one's saying Doc Rivers gets 100% of the blame. Yes, it's on the players too. What we are saying, what I'm saying, I don't want to speak for everyone. Doc Rivers has blown 3-1 leads. in some of those series, and even in series where he hasn't blown a 3-1 lead and he's just lost, even in series he's won, he doesn't seem to make adjustments. It's like Mike Budenholzer had the same problem, and I speak about him all the time. And he won a championship. They don't adjust. They stick to their game plan, and if it doesn't work, they just go out on the sword. That's a problem. So it's not about just winning and losing. It's about what's going on and the fact that they don't adjust.
If you saw how Boston played KD last year versus how Mike Budenholzer played KD, dog. Mike Budenholzer almost lost him the series because he wanted to stick PJ Tucker on him like he's some KD stopper, and KD almost just won him the series single-handedly
by himself.
So even though Mike Budenholzer won,
y'all keep complaining about these adjustments with Doc Rivers. Like I said before, if you don't have the personnel to fucking adjust, there's nothing that you can do. You need your guys to step up. You don't need your guys shouldn't be fucking in the second half shooting under 30%.
Okay, so
it's hard to play offense in the half court when your team getting torched.
I look at the players first, specifically Paul George and Kawhi, because y'all supposed to be these two-way superstars, and y'all let Jamal Murray put up 40 on your dome. I look at the players first.
Jamal Murray was fucking putting 40 on everybody.
No. I look at the players first, but I still look at Doc though. For you to say Doc just escapes accountability, that's just wrong.
Hey man, I guess we just gonna agree to disagree, bro. I got some.
So you think Doc Rivers deserves 0% of the blame?
Bro, I'm fine. I'm fine with y'all sitting here talking about Doc, but y'all fucking y'all drag it. That's the issue. Y'all just drag it.
So give him a percentage.
Y'all drag it. Y'all concerned. Oh, I hope Doc Rivers does this. I hope Doc Rivers does this in the playoffs. No, I hope James Harden shows the fuck up. That's who I'm worried about.
Why can't you hope for
No. I'm more worried about James Harden doing his fucking job than Doc Rivers making fucking adjustments. Don't give me that bullshit. Okay. I hope Doc Rivers makes adjustments.
James Harden is considered one of the biggest chokers in history.
I hope James Harden does his damn job. That's what we should talk about. That's what we need to talk about. Not no Doc Rivers.
No, that's fine. But I think both things can be true.
Exactly. It's not hard.
Y'all should talk more about Harden showing the fuck up. Y'all should talk about more Ben Simmons showing the fuck up. Y'all should talk about more about Paul George.
No one spoke about Doc Rivers in 2021. No one spoke about him in 2021.
Why are you making things up? Like Ben Simmons wasn't killed.
I got
Ben Simmons was scared for his life.
I got super chats to get to, and I got people to let up, man. Y'all be easy, bro.
All right, dude.
Peace. Love y'all.
All right.
You just shouted nonsense for 20 minutes.
Hey, man. You got fucking cooked.
Okay.
This is something you read these super chats, man. I gotta piss.
Oh, okay. To K White, this is something I don't understand. Ticket and old heads say offense is easier today, but they also say defense is easier. So is the argument that basketball is just easier now than before? Yeah, pretty much. That pretty much is the argument that the whole game is just easier to play because of rules. So yes, that is the argument. Alan R, we own the 76ers in the playoffs, Boston in 5, Philly in 6. Ra, Dub is right about Harden. Maybe. Mike, when it comes to the definition of clutch, should full high leverage games be included and not just game winners? Top 5 clutch. I'm gonna save that super chat for when Dub cuts back. The BMG show. How much blame does Kyle Shanahan get for 28-3, Dub? That's a question for you.
What was it? What?
How much blame does Kyle Shanahan get for 28-3, Dub?
That's tough. Because he wasn't running the ball. Because that was a coaching thing. You see, in the NFL is vastly different because coaching could have more of an effect on the game than in the NBA. So that's just a stupid thing to even try to compare.
Damn, BMG's in the back room, so he's about to cook you on that because you just said his super chat was stupid.
Okay.
And Usists, I think, Dub, how do you not have the personnel to close out a 3-1 lead, but you have the personnel to get that lead? It doesn't make sense.
That's not what we're talking about, man. People just don't pay attention to what we're talking about. Just what we're talking about is Jokic and the boys cooking. They had nobody to guard up on them. So it's hard. And at the same time, your offense, the players that you believed in to cook a weak fucking Denver Nuggets defense didn't do it.
And this was the super chat I saved. When it comes to the definition of clutch, should full high leverage games be included and not just game winners? And then he asked for the top 5 clutch players of all time.
Yeah, I think there's some moment, like some games that defines people, like LeBron in what was it, game 6, game
2012.
2012.
Yeah,
that was clutch. Like moments like that, that's definitely the step up. And so full games can be clutch, but a lot of times, like in the last 5 minutes of games, that's when the clutch scene comes in.
W dub,
man. All right, what's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
I mean, I get that coaching is different in the NFL.
Coaching could make or break teams in the NFL, not like the NBA.
Orlando, I will give you. Like, you had T-Mac and you're going up against the Pistons that were better. Houston, okay, but Chris Paul was still doing good in that series with the Clippers, even though everybody around them was trash. But the Nuggets, when you're up 3-1 against a team that you're better than, you should probably close that up. Like,
yeah, I expect the players to do their damn job.
But the coach should also have.
They went from
as well.
They went from torching them. They went from torching them
to choking leads. Yes,
they were torching them on offense. To what happened? Dang, bro, I can't even break 100.
It was 16-point lead they choked, 19-point lead, then 13.
They went from torching them to dag. I can't even break 100.
Yeah, because when you don't get stops, you're operating in the half court offensively, and that makes it harder for your offense to score.
In game 7, the Nuggets weren't torching them like that. Even in game 3,
watch the fourth quarter of that game 7, though, or the third quarter. Watch I think the third or the fourth quarter of game 7.
Of game 7, the Denver Nuggets?
Yes, I'm pretty sure the Clippers were torching them in like the third or the fourth quarter of that game.
Third quarter, yes.
So do you not give no coaches credit?
What you mean? They torched them in the second. They torched them in the second quarter. The Clippers were still able to do their job. At least put up 32. It was 30-30.
Okay.
So what are you talking about, Marz?
I'm talking about generally, if you don't get stops, it's harder to score.
That could apply to both. Because listen,
yes.
even in the quarter before, the Clippers versus the Nuggets, the Clippers were still able to compete with them, even despite the Denver Nuggets getting off.
Yeah, because if no team's getting stops, it's easier to score. You're saying what I'm saying.
Marz, what the fuck are you talking about?
If the Clippers can't stop Denver from scoring, yes. You understand? That means their offense is operating in the half court. Yes. Mm-hmm. So over the course of a game, you not getting stops will lead to your offense struggling more because you're not able to get out in transition. If both teams aren't stopping anyone, yes, that means both teams can equally score. That's fine. But over the course of a game, you're going to have periods where you're not scoring because you're not stopping anyone.
But Marz, that only happened literally for one quarter. The Clippers offense,
and they lost the game because of that quarter. Yes,
the Clippers offense. No, hold up, because you're not taking in accountability of these guys got to hit their shots. These guys got to sit here. These guys with fucking Gary Harris out there, with Jamal Murray out there, they got to hit their fucking shots. Kawhi going 1 for 6 is inexcusable. That's not on Doc. Lou Williams going 0 for 3 is inexcusable. That's not on Doc.
Lou Williams shouldn't have been playing. That's on Doc
Rivers. Paul George, he will play 4 minutes in that third quarter. So hush. Paul George only attempting one fucking shot is inexcusable, Marz. What are you talking about?
Hey, Doug.
And even then, in the Denver Nuggets.
Wow. You're crying right now.
Who is
why
that?
You crying?
Who is that? Low?
Yo, why are you just crying, Doug?
No,
Low.
Why
are you crying, Doug?
Nah, my issue is y'all have a failure. Y'all have a failure to sit here and correctly analyze things and hold people accountable for what they've done. At the end of the day, the Clippers and PG, they need to be held accountable way more than Doc Rivers. When we talking about the Sixers and their success this season, the limelight should be James Harden. Don't talk to me about no fucking Doc Rivers.
Okay. When did Paul George fail Doc Rivers?
In 2021. I mean 2020.
2020.
Okay, in the bubble, right?
Yes.
Okay, he got what nickname because of that?
Pandemic P.
Okay, so he got held accountable. He got held accountable. What happened to Ben Simmons after that series? Did he get traded? Did he get traded?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
so he got held accountable.
Okay.
So what about James Harden?
I'm glad you brought that up. You want to know why? Because if we were doing that and keeping that consistent, why the fuck when we talk about the Sixers, y'all keep bringing up Doc Rivers' fucking name and not James Harden?
Because when they asked Doc Rivers if he was gonna keep playing Ben Simmons, he said, "I'm riding with him the whole way." That's why.
That is also true.
He did say that.
Don't tell me how to do my job. I know how to.
That's
I know how
what he
to
did.
coach. We're not benching Ben Simmons.
He literally said that. He literally said that.
What did he say? What did he say?
He literally said, "I'm not benching Ben Simmons. Don't tell me how to do my job. I'm gonna ride with him." He literally said
that's
that.
what you're supposed to do.
He's a bozo.
Then when they lost to Atlanta,
when you have a team and you have your stars out there, you're supposed to ride with your stars, and they need to figure the shit out. That's what you're supposed to do.
So what is the coach's job?
Are you supposed to?
Let's go. I want to. Let's stop there for a second.
LeBron James. No, Lo, because somebody asked Chilltown this. I'll forget who it was. If LeBron James is having a bad game, you don't take him out the fucking game. Figure it out.
That's LeBron James.
If you're a star, okay, cool.
Will LeBron be
cool.
hesitant
Drew
to shoot?
Okay, cool. Let's see.
No. I get an example, Dub. Ironically enough, the 2015 series, one coach had a player performing poorly and benched him in James Harden. They won that game because James Harden was playing poorly. The other coach didn't do that when DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin were horrible defensively and not stepping up on Josh Smith shooting threes lights out. That's the difference, Dub.
But who the hell? See, this goes to my other point. Who the fuck are you gonna bring up? Who the fuck's gonna step up there? Besides Blake and DeAndre.
Josh Smith and Corey Brewer had to step up.
You're not listening. Who on that team is gonna fulfill those guys' responsibilities?
What I'm saying is that you don't know it until you try something new. Nobody did not think that Corey Brewer was going to step up until he stepped up, dog.
No, Lo. See, and this is my issue with y'all. Because they didn't have no options. Because you could sit James Harden for a little bit, right? And then you have the off.
James Harden.
Wait, Lo. Because you gotta understand. The offense that Mike D'Antoni runs.
It wasn't Mike D'Antoni.
It wasn't D'Antoni.
Oh, it was Kevin McHale. It was Kevin McHale. And who was on that team?
Even worse.
And who was on that team?
Dwight Howard, Josh Smith, James Harden, Patrick Beverly was on that team, I think.
Nobody of the same caliber, James Harden. None of them.
The same.
But guess what?
Doc
Rivers watch this. Guess what? Doc Rivers had nobody to sit here and put out there off of DeAndre and fucking Blake Griffin. Who the fuck you gonna bench both of those guys, Lo? Are you kidding me?
I said one or the other, but you don't keep both of them out there. They're just horrible.
Who?
You
can
easily bench DeAndre Jordan for somebody else, bro. Play a smaller lineup because they were playing a smaller lineup. They would have got torched.
They would have got torched.
Just keep getting smoked.
They got torched.
Even then, right? That's one instance.
No, you said give me an example. I gave you an example.
That rarely happens. You were the same motherfucker that told me, oh my God, just because you watch one game off, you the same dude. Hold on, watch this. You the same dude that told me, just because you watch one game of this, that sit here can't be the rule. Remember that? Okay, so bring me another one. Bring me another one. Bring me another one where that worked. Bring me another one where that worked. No. Bring me another example where that worked, Lo. Because like you said before,
you take out
taking out your star player.
Kevin Love and Kyrie versus the Pacers.
Kevin Love and Kyrie versus the Pacers.
Phil Jackson took
They
Michael
were
Jordan out of the
actually-
finals
no,
game.
no.
I was about to say
Phil Jackson. I think it was Game 6 against Portland.
Because
Phil
against the
Jackson took
Pacers-
MJ out the game,
Because
and
against
they
the
won.
Pacers, they were
He
just
don't want to hear
running,
that. He don't
they
want to
were
hear
running
that.
the they were just running the rotations, and then they let LeBron stay on the whole time, and then they just went on the run. They didn't take. They didn't take.
No.
Dub, did you hear me and ignore me, or did you just not hear me?
My bad. I was talking to Mad Max.
Well, let's Marz. Let's say it again, Marz.
In I think Game 6 of the 1992 finals, Phil Jackson took MJ out the game because he was low-key giving away the game, and then they closed it out.
Because Low talked about
They took the best player ever out the game. What more do you want?
Watch this. No. Because Low told me I couldn't use LeBron, taking out guys like LeBron out, or all these other guys out.
No, it's
So
an even better example. It's an even better
If a coach
example.
is willing to take out the best player ever, I think DeAndre Jordan could come out of game, Dub.
And Kyrie and Kevin Love got benched. It wasn't no part of no rotation. They was playing horrible, and they benched their ass.
Oh, you're talking about the Pacers series. The Pacers
Yeah, they were
series.
horrible. LeBron did that. Like,
damn.
Hey, y'all can sit them. I got
Matter of fact, what Ty Lue did to the Utah Jazz when he decided to make adjustments and run small with like I think a sophomore Terrence Mann in a playoff series so he can make adjustments. There's several times where coaches have made adjustments, dog.
But Low, you're not getting it. On the Clippers, right? You talking about 2020, right?
No, I'm talking about
we were talking about 2015. 2022.
I was talking about 2021 where Rudy Gobert got stretched all the way out to the
No. You had that point on 2020, right? What adjustments is he gonna make on the Denver Nuggets?
Oh no, I think that right there was a horrible matchup, and PG and Kawhi were not being aggressive in attacking Jokic.
Okay, great. Let's stay right there.
But the point.
No. What adjustments could he have made? What adjustments could he have made against the Sixers versus the fucking Sixers versus the
Ben Simmons?
Take Ben Simmons out the game.
Take Ben Simmons out.
Stop playing him.
And you think they could have won?
Yes.
Shake Milton was hooping that series.
Only thing he was doing was
it might have been one of them series that
defense
just
on
Shake
Trey.
Milton was doing his damn thing.
And he really wasn't doing that because they didn't put Trey in the corner. They let Bogdanovich and Lou Williams run the offense for portions of the fourth quarter.
Even having 6'2" Seth Curry on 6'7" Kevin Huerter wasn't a good idea.
They're not winning. They're not winning that shit if they taking Ben Simmons out the lineup, bro.
Okay, but we'll never know because he never chooses to make these adjustments.
We don't know.
I don't know.
That's fine. Even if they lost, that's fine. But the fact that he doesn't change anything and they lose is a bit more of an indictment on him than the fact that someone who's willing to see something isn't working and try and change it.
All we're talking about,
that's it.
All we talking about this whole entire time, the way that y'all crucified this man Doc Rivers for this lack of adjustments, what led to more of them not being successful isn't that. What led them not being successful majority of the times is the fact that his guys aren't stepping up. See, this is what Lowe does when he comes up here. He changes the narrative of the argument. What? Did I say one? No, watch this. Did I say one time what Marz was saying was wrong? No. That's say one
Marz
time,
has asked you routinely put a percentage on it, and you have not yet put a percentage on it.
Hold up, Low. Sit the fuck down real quick.
Put a percentage on it.
Sit the fuck down.
All you gotta do is just put a percentage on it, dog.
Sit down real quick.
All you have to do is put a percentage on it.
Sit down real quick.
All you gotta do is
You're
put a percentage
changing the
on it.
narrative of the argument. I did not sit here and argue with the fact that does he have a problem? What you call it? Making adjustments? Sure. That's not the point. Y'all ridicule him. At the same time of ridiculing him, you're putting him in the limelight of the Sixers not being successful, of Doc Rivers and his adjustments. No, motherfucker. That's not the point. The point is he needs his guys to step up and show that they can sit here and be those guys. Doc Rivers and his adjustments is the last thing I'm fucking worried about. I'm worried about Embiid not getting hurt. I'm worried about James Harden showing the fuck up. I'm worried about James Harden making fucking tough shots after tough shots. Nobody's talking about adjustments, Low. That's what you're talking about. And you're changing the criteria. No.
Can I respond? I just want to respond.
To better your argument.
I want to respond. I started out coming in here saying, because you're acting as if like we don't hold the players to accountability. There's literally a nickname for Paul George. We call him pandemic P because how poorly he played. I'm not. Let's stop. When it comes to Ben Simmons, he gets criticized.
This
so
all
much
started. This all started because what? No. This all started.
I'm trying to respond. I'll let you talk, and then I'll let something get cut off.
I will let you. I will let you respond when you actually talk about something that I said. But when you're not talking about something that I said, I need to put you back on track. And let me put you back on track right now. Let me put you back on track right now. Talk about how this all started. And this all started because I heard Nigel and I heard Marz saying the more glaring issue was Doc Rivers and his adjustments. No, I'm not worried about that. That's the last thing I'm worried about.
More glaring issue with what?
Why not, though?
Doc Rivers and his adjustments is more of a glaring issue than James fucking Harden. So when you go and talk about something low, when you go to talk about something low, address that. That's my point.
Okay,
hey, Doug,
can I not respond?
Go ahead.
Hey, the whole idea, first of all, a lot of this can be avoided if you just answer Marz's question. What is the percentage that you put on Doc?
Of the Sixers being successful this year?
Let's say with the Ben Simmons.
Oh, Ben Simmons?
Yeah, what's the percentage?
Of them failing? I mean, percentages. Doc can have some blame.
What is it, Doug?
That's a good percentage. Right,
what is it, Doug?
I don't know the percentage, bro. I'm not.
Oh, okay. And so that's okay. And so that
what you mean?
To me, it's
not 50. It's not 50-50. Ben Simmons gets more of the blame, though.
But see, but that right there is the crux of the problem, is because when it comes to all these other players, we've already addressed them and we've already slandered them to the point where Simmons genuinely might not even wanted to play for the fucking organization.
Everybody slanders Doc too. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying that they don't, Dub. Okay. Damn, listen.
The percentage, though.
I'm saying the level of scrutiny is not the same. We scrutinize the players way more. Nobody's made a nickname. You should. Okay, so what is your art? Why are you yelling then?
What are you talking about?
Everybody, all I'm saying is it's already been established, bro. We criticize the players way more than Doc.
You should. If the players are more at fault, you should criticize them more.
And we are doing that. So what are you mad about?
What are you mad about?
Again, this is what I said before. Lowe just kind of trying to change the argument again.
Oh my God.
We're talking about the Sixers and their success this season.
Okay, but then you rambled on about all the other years. You went on about pandemic P, Ben Simmons. I get that, but in those situations, those players got ridiculed. Those players got ridiculed, bro.
You get that, but you don't get that. And let me tell you why you don't get that.
Oh my God.
Because I'm telling you, and I'm using those examples of, yes, those are his guys failing him. Rivers holding some blame, sure. But shit, what I'm more worried about for the Sixers is for them to show the fuck up, for Embiid to be healthy, for James Harden to step the fuck up.
All right,
that Doc Rivers adjustment.
Are you worried about that?
I'm worried about that less. You want to give me a percentage? That's like 15 to 20%.
For Doc?
Okay, so you blame
Doc. Are you worried about that for the Celtics, though, Dub, about the bad shot? Because what you said about James Harden, Tatum do the same shit.
Their offense is better.
Their offense is a lot just freezing layups. The same issue you have.
I'm not sold into the Celtics. With Al Horford shooting 45%.
Did Tatum regress, though?
He's shooting 45. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sold on that fake shooting out there with the Celtics, man.
That's not fake shooting. I mean, Al Horford did that in the postseason last year. You forgot he dropped 30. I think it was like 28, 30 on Giannis.
You can believe that if you want to. You can believe that all this is real. You can believe that if you want to, Dub.
But they've been one of the best 3-point shooting teams for a while now.
No, but I know. Well, last year they might have been. Last year they were 14th in the NBA in 3-point percentage.
Dang, they were 14th. Dang, they was just hitting shit.
And so Dub, and there goes Dub.
Guess what? That's because they played the Bucks with Mike Budenholzer's no adjustments.
Exactly. Grant Williams getting wide open threes and Bud making no adjustments at all.
They ain't shoot well.
Dub just talking again, chat. Dub talking. I'm
not because I'm pretty. No. Wait.
Grant Williams getting wide open shots.
They shot well because they shot well against Miami too. So what are you talking about? Al Horford shot well against Miami too.
Again, lack of adjustments, bro. Damn.
Lack of adjustment from Miami. So now for every time when they're having a good shooting series, there's a lack of adjustments. Are you kidding me?
How many games? I thought Al Horford had like 1 or 2 really great games against Miami. I think the rest of them were just like meh.
No, no. We talking about 3-point shooting right now.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he only had like 1 or 2.
He shot 39% though.
I know it could just be for 1 or 2 games.
Let me see.
Yeah, it is, Dub. Oh my God!
They shot 35% from free against Miami.
In game 7, Al Horford shot 1 for 6. In game 6, he shot 1 for 6. In game 5, he shot 1 for 3. In game
5, he shot 1 for 3.
Let me do it the other way.
Al Horford? Oh, from 3. You talking about from 3?
Yeah, from 3. That's what we just said. Okay, he didn't play in game 1. Game 2, he shot 2 for 2 from 3. Game 3, he shot 3 for 5. And in the rest of the series, he shot 1.
I wasn't just talking about what are you talking? I'm not.
I said when it came to Al Horford, he just had like 1 or 2 good games.
That's what I said. You're not listening. I said the Celtics.
Chat. Did he not start this off by saying, I think Al Horford shot well from 3, and then I said that I'm pretty sure he just had 1 or 2 great games?
No,
is that not we started,
Celtics.
Chat?
I said the Boston Celtics shot
let's
well.
Let's
you know what, Chat? I'll pull it up.
Let's see.
They shot 35%.
Oh my God, what are we doing?
Like, this is why I say, bro, people just lie on my fucking name, bro, because y'all don't like listening, bro. And this happened numerous times.
I started this with you saying that you worried about Harden missing a contested shot. Is that not Tatum whole game? But you got all this belief in the Celtics?
Give me 1 second. Hold up. My bad.
No, ain't no 1 second.
No. I got the microphone. I got the microphone. I got the microphone right here.
You literally said Al Horford shot well from 3.
I forever cooked you.
Give me a second. I can't hear it.
You literally said Al Horford shot well from 3.
I can't hear it. Hold up. Marz, take over.
Yo, this is a nasty one.
What am I
I don't know. Dub just be AL chat. We got a new emote for Dub chatting, man.
So
Gabe, we need a poll, Gabe. We need a poll, Gabe. It's Dub chatting right now.
Dub is just chatting, bro.
Are y'all paying Austin Reaves $50 million for 4 years?
I'm paying him super max money, man.
I mean, he's basically white James Harden at this point.
He's basically like, I mean, you got Austin gets to the free throw line.
He's at double digits in like 3 of the last 4 games.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got a question. Y'all tired of Monty Williams getting up to the podium crying about free throws?
Yes.
Drive the ball.
His team just relies on a bunch of mid-range jump shots and he expects free throws. It doesn't make sense.
And you get up to the podium every time y'all lose and cry about free throws.
Literally every time.
Monty's starting to be overrated.
The only guy on his team who really deserves free throws is Devin Booker, to be honest.
And last night he got to the free throw line like 12 times.
And he's a hack.
Oh wait, how long has he been the coach for the Suns?
Since the bubble year, right? Was that his first year?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Damn, Dub got cooked and left.
Yeah, Dub got cooked off the show.
Damn, he got cooked and he left. Damn. What'd you say, Dub? What'd you say?
Lowe's a fucking capper.
What did you say, Dub?
I opened up the conversation with saying the Boston Celtics shot well from Miami too. And then you asked for Al Horford, and then I said Al Horford shot well too. I just rewatch it. So like I said again, people just lie on my name because they like hating on me. It is what it is. So what I'll do, Lo, I will screen record it and send it to you so that you can see how ridiculous you sound.
But no, they didn't shoot well from 3 either. They shot like league average from 3. They shot like league average from 3. They shot league average from 3 that series. So regardless, hey Dub, yeah, they shot 30, 34, 35% from 3 that series. So even then, they shot about league average.
They were shooting well.
Oh my God,
35% from 3 for a team. That's league average.
Is that not
in the playoffs? In the playoffs?
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Go check it.
Let me go see.
That's 35%.
Let me see.
I'm pretty sure that's the average.
We'll see. Let's check it.
I'll see my Dub. Oh man. Last year there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams in the playoffs. 10 out of 16 teams in the playoffs shot 35% or better. So if you shot 35% or better from 3 in the playoffs last year.
What was the highest?
So the highest was but this is the Nets for one series, 42%. then 39% for the Minnesota, then 38% for Dallas, then 37.5% for Golden State.
And then everybody
So
else
30
35?
good and still
No,
got
it's if there's 35 out of the 16, I mean, if there's 10 out of the 16 shooting 35% or better, you shooting 35%, that's about average. That was an average. Oh, so it don't even matter. It don't matter, huh?
Well, you said
I think
Brooklyn shot
I'm not gonna lie,
42%?
35% for a team in the playoffs is really good. I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's about average.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
That's average.
35% for a team shooting in the playoffs is not average. I promise.
Literally last year. literally.
Dub, it's not average based on what?
It's not average based on
how he feels. Because he don't want to get cooked.
No, because
Dub, do you know the definition of average?
The Nets being 42. What's it called? Which is an anomaly.
Literally, last year's playoff run, the average was 35.5, Dub. 35.5.
Oh my God.
I don't get how they shot 42% and still got.
Because if I handpick series where they shot well in, the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, they shot well against Milwaukee and they shot well against Golden State.
Yeah, so what are we talking about?
So 2 out of 4 series they shot well.
I just think
you specifically brought up you brought up Miami.
I thought they shot. Them shooting 35% is good. What are you talking about?
It's average, dog.
Nah, that shit's good, bro. I don't know what.
Oh my God.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. That shit's good.
Wow,
this is
chat. And this is why we can't. Dub is just.
Yeah, Dub. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what Dub is doing right now. Dub just don't want to get on, man. Put the loves in the chat, man. Put the love in the chat, man. The LUD, excuse me. Put the LUD in the chat, man.
I mean, if Steph Curry was shooting 35% for 3,
35% is not. I don't know what y'all talking about. 35%.
We just said it's average.
It's not
I
average.
mean, I'm not saying
it's not average for a team, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. If my team's shooting 35%, that's just
they're
good,
average. Bro. They're league average, dog.
Nah,
Dub,
bro.
I don't think you know what average means. I can't lie to you.
You're fighting this right now, bro.
You're literally fighting the meaning of the word average.
Even then, the Boston Celtics going all the way, bro.
Wow, dub.
Boston Celtics going all the way.
I've never seen you like this, dub. You sound like Ticket right now.
Boston Celtics going all the way.
Yeah,
they are.
They
are.
Heat fan.
They going all the way.
I ain't even a Heat fan.
Dub, that was disappointing.
Yeah, that was pretty disappointing, Dub. I'm actually pretty disappointed in you, Dub. We might have to pack this up early, man.
Yo, shut your fucking mouth, man.
Wow. Yo, wait, Dub. Wait, are you gonna walk back that Austin Reaves tape?
Nah, I'm not walking that shit back yet. I watched him last night, bro. That shit is. There's no way he's getting these many fouls, bro.
Yo, man,
he's getting fouled.
He's getting fouled, man.
This is crazy. Like, this is crazy. He should not be getting to the line this many times, bro.
So if he's getting fouled, he shouldn't be getting to the line. That's what you're
saying. No, I get it, bro, but it's not like this crazy.
He's getting
went to the line. What is it? 13 or 11 times yesterday?
13, I think. I think it was 12 or 13.
You know, in the month of March, he's gone to the free throw line 90 times.
Oh, bro, I
think he's had 3 double-digit free throw games.
Season, right? Yes. If next season, right? If next season
is a contract year, so.
He falls off, what you gonna say then, Lo?
That the rest just start hating.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's reverse. I'm not gonna say that word. Hey, I don't think y'all understand what I just said. So let me put this in better context because more people should have been enamored by what I just said. In a month of March, in a month of March, let me put it in order for you all. Foul baiting Jimmy Butler is at 134 free throws. Foul baiting Joel Embiid is at 130. Damian Lillard is at 120. Giannis is at 96. Jason Tatum is at 93. And Austin Reaves is at 90. Austin Reaves has attempted the 6th most free throws in the month of March, bro.
He be getting fouled, man. He be getting fouled.
Hey,
he's made the 4th most free throws in the month of March, bro.
Austin Reaves be getting more free throws than the Phoenix Suns, and he deserves them. Every single one.
Crazy.
Low, man. Austin Reaves or Jordan Poole?
Austin Reaves. Come on, what are we talking about right now, bro? Austin Reaves, the Tyrese Maxey? No, it's Maxey.
Okay. Oh, he's about to drag it right
there. Austin Reaves is crazy. Yo, shout out to Triple J, man. Triple J been dominating, bro.
Nah, he got lucky last night.
Is he not the best player on Memphis? You see, I'm doing this right here. I'm looking at the camera to make sure.
Who, Triple J? Who, Triple J?
Triple J is the best player on the Memphis Grizzlies. It's not Ja Morant. That team wins off of their defense. He anchors them defensively. Since Ja's been out, they've been really honest. He's been holding them back offensively. He's been playing amazing on that side of the floor. And if we're being honest with ourselves, just being honest, in today's game, you'd probably rather have a big who's as versatile defensively as Triple J that can give you roughly around 23 points, 10 rebounds than Ja Morant, who's trying to rim run to the basket, be 25 inefficient points.
I don't think that's crazy, but I'm seen as the Ja Morant hater. So
John Wall is better.
I don't get this John Wall agenda.
Is this Dub agenda? The John Wall agenda?
Every title is Dub. Every single one.
Oh
yeah, Marz don't come up with his own fucking topics. I get tired of it.
I just show
John Wall would, like, if he was in his prime, he'd be top 5 today.
I think he'll be debatably top 5.
You know what?
He ain't better than Trae Young. That's what I'm saying.
He might be.
He not better than Luke. What?
Luka,
he may be.
Steph.
He ain't better than Luka, Steph, or Dame. That's guaranteed.
Luka, Steph, or Dame, they got that.
I don't think he's better than Kyrie. I don't think he's better than Kyrie.
I told you about Kyrie.
It's hard. It's hard not a point guard.
He'll be better than Harden right now. I don't know why.
You have to kick Dub off the show.
Why is everybody so infatuated with James Harden? What the fuck are y'all
saying he's better than
about,
John Wall isn't an infatuation.
Bro,
it's not because that's low-key a low bar. But yo, look.
You got a guy in John Wall in his prime. We're talking about in his prime, correct?
He was a good
and we're not talking about in his prime James Harden too. That's the crazy part. But go ahead, go.
If it's in his prime James Harden,
James Harden is better.
I mean, this James Harden is not better than
James Harden.
This James Harden is better than prime John Wall.
This James Harden is a better passer than him, better scorer than him, better playmaker than him,
better shooter than him.
He's not a better. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. He's a better shooter. I don't think he's a better scorer than him this season, at all.
What do you think John Wall was?
John Wall is going to get to the rack way more than James Harden, bro.
And John Wall, he has more rim pressure than James Harden. Yeah, John Wall
is going to create plays way better than James Harden this season.
I disagree with you.
Oh my god!
What is
Dub? You are chatting.
John Wall has more.
Aren't y'all the same two people that said that James Harden been looking real John Stockton-y?
He has been looking Stockton-y.
Okay.
Yeah. John Stockton still created plays. I never said he didn't.
So James Harden creating plays, but in this era, John Wall's creating more plays. John Wall's going to be creating more plays. You talking about 2017 John Wall?
You speak about John Wall like he played in the 80s. It's crazy.
Bro, he's going to be creating more plays than James Harden.
No, I agree. He'll be creating plays, no more than James Harden.
Okay, he's creating more plays.
No. I said he'll be creating plays, not more than James Harden.
Wait! Can I get the link? I have a Harden fan who's about to come in here and cook you, bro. Because you're
Go
just.
ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, you're chatting, dog. Right now, you're chatting.
Yo, what are y'all talking about? Yo, this James.
I just think I think you're overselling what James Harden. What John Wall mean. I mean,
as I said before, right?
Especially in the playoffs. My God.
Right after this,
he's had like one good series I can remember.
Right after this, I'm going on Twitch to watch every single field goal attempt from fucking James Harden, so y'all can see how, bro, he's not the same.
We know that. We know he's not the same.
And he will not be better. This James Harden right here is not better than no prime John Wall.
I don't get what you think John Wall
What do you think John Wall was?
John Wall being the better defender. Wall on top of being the better defender. I think him, and because of his ability to get to the rim and challenge defenses, will be able to create more plays than James Harden.
No.
James Harden is the better shooter 100%.
Yes.
But
and a better passer.
John Wall, you said what?
And a better passer.
He's a better passer.
This season?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you guys think this man James Harden is, bro?
One of the best passes in the NBA. Nostalgia. What? You're the one arguing for the pass player, and you're telling about
John Wall
over SGA.
What the fuck y'all watching, bro? I don't know what the fuck y'all watching. I can't believe this.
I mean, I'm asking you, like, prime John Wall over SGA right now? Would it be?
That's debatable.
So that 5 spot.
What? What did you just say?
It is debatable.
No,
so that 5 spot would be debatable then. So Trey, Ja.
It's not debatable.
SGA is just better than John Wall.
SGA is just better than him. That's not debatable. I completely forgot about SGA. Oh, that's right.
Then he wouldn't be top 5.
No, he wouldn't be top 5.
SGA is a shooting guard to me, but yeah, SGA is better than John Wall.
Yeah, if you accepting SGA, Dub, it's crazy, bro.
John Wall will be better than Ja. He'll be better than maybe Trey and maybe Shea.
John Moran, I can accept a tiny bit. Like John Moran, I wouldn't argue with you too much.
Oh, John Moran, no, I don't, because I think John Moran's slightly overrated.
John Moran.
I've been saying this. But
yeah, I think he's slightly overrated.
Y'all overrating Shea right now, bro. I'm talking about playoff translation. Shea ain't even been in the playoffs. So why y'all so high on him?
He has, but
no, he was in the playoffs with Chris Paul.
Because I think you can see based on someone's
Dub
game.
is getting cooked today, boy.
I know for sure who John Wall will be better than right now, though. Be better than Chris Paul.
Oh yeah,
that's
Chris Paul. But other than that, I don't know.
Okay, Dub, I'll ask you this. Dub, I'll ask you this. Put every point guard in the NBA today in their prime. So every single point guard is in their prime. Is John Wall top 10?
No.
Every point guard in their prime? Hell no.
So every point
he
guard
might not even
right
be
now,
top 15.
Every point guard, no, right now, every point guard playing in the NBA right now. So you got old man Chris Poole, old man Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
no.
he may not be top 10. No,
is he top 15?
I don't think he's top 15. He may be
top. We got Russ.
I'm taking Drew Holiday over him.
Yo, shut up! Oh my god,
is that crazy?
Listen.
Marz, who would you rather have? Drew
Holiday? Underrating.
No. Marz, no. I want to hear Marz. Marz, who would you rather have? At his best, Drew Holiday, or at his best, John Wall?
Marz, don't do this dumbass shit.
I'd rather have Drew Holiday.
Thank you.
Okay, so listen to this, right?
Thank you.
The underrating of John Wall's game is criminal right now.
It's not.
John Wall.
I don't know what you think he was.
Hold on.
You haven't said what you think he was.
I'm about to tell. I keep telling you. I told y'all what he would do better. I told y'all what he would do better than James Harden.
De'Aaron Fox is better too. De'Aaron Fox is better too.
No, he's not. John Wall in his time, especially, a guy. When we're talking about, I'm watching it right now. He's creating plays better than James Harden right now. His ability to drag the defense in with his driving ability 100%, but that opens up the passing opportunities to Marcin Gortat. He could find cutters going down the lane even while he's driving. Mm-hmm. He could draw the double teams and then kick out. His vision is amazing. What are you guys talking about?
No one said he's a bad player.
James Harden is not creating. James Harden is not creating to the same level of John Wall in 2017. He's just not. He's not. Y'all need to go back and watch the tape.
Was his prime like 8-9 years ago? Like
his prime
was John
6 years ago.
John Wall's prime.
He's making it seem like it was like this decades ago.
It's just better than Harden.
Who was he better than in his prime?
He was a top 5 point guard. I think.
But back then, Isiah Thomas. But back then, it was
it was a lot of people back.
It was Steph, Chris Poole, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie.
So he's a definite.
Dame
right now though.
Yeah.
Dame in 2017.
Dame wasn't in his prime at that point though.
Yeah.
What was Dame in 2017? Dame in 2017.
He just started entering
I know 2016 wasn't prime Dame, but isn't. What year was it where Dame was being called the most underrated player in the NBA because he missed
2018 and 20. Well, was it 2017?
It was the year. It was the year he missed the All-Star game, and everyone said Dame was the most underrated player in the NBA.
I think it was 2017, and then the underrated Dame talks got enhanced in 2018.
Okay.
What are you guys talking about? I'm watching John Wall right now, bro.
I think John Wall was really good. I just don't think he was as good.
Majority.
Whatever you believe John Wall was as a scorer, I think you're overrating him.
I'm not. What did I say? What did I overrate him as a scorer?
You said he's a better scorer than James Harden. That's overrating him.
I think James Harden's a better shooter, but I think the fact that John Wall can challenge defenses the way he does, like John Morant, for instance, right? And it's going to be a nasty analogy, but fuck it, hear it out. John Wall and his ability to drive and then pressure the defenses is handily better than James Harden. Even though James Harden could shoot better than him, I think John Wall and that ability is better.
We get it.
Challenging defenses. Beating his man.
Different ways of drive.
If that's the case,
man off the dribble, bro, he was quicker. He had a better
first
step.
So driving.
He had a better first step. That matters, Lo.
Okay, Dub. And I know this and that. Just understand the analogy and not the comparison. You do know someone who thinks Giannis is a better scorer than KD could make these same arguments, right? And you know that's ridiculous to say because he's better at driving, better first step, better at putting pressure on the defense to get into the rim. That doesn't make you a better scorer. It's actually cool.
But
there's levels to it.
The difference between Harden and John Wall, and then you're using this KD and Giannis thing, is KD is a crazy shooter. And it's a wild shooter.
What's James Harden?
Compared. James Harden's a good shooter, but he doesn't. At least KD, he could add some rim pressure. KD.
So does James Harden.
Nah, bro.
Oh my God.
Not like he used to.
Yeah, we're not comparing James Harden to himself. We're comparing James Harden to players.
It's not better. It's not better than. It's not even.
Yes, he's not. He doesn't have. Neither is Giannis. Neither is KD compared to Giannis when it comes to rim pressure. That doesn't make sense.
Also, I don't.
And who got better handles? And who got better handles? KD or Giannis?
KD.
What?
Okay, John Wall got better handles at this point.
Than who?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
No, you don't believe that. You don't believe that.
You don't think John Wall has a better handle than James Harden?
You don't believe that.
Right now?
No.
Yo, pack James Harden the fuck up. I'm tired of seeing
pack John Wall up. You know what's so crazy? John Wall wasn't even efficient. He wasn't even efficient at the rim. That's the crazy part. John Wall was basically league average at a lot of these things, bro.
Hey, he would still be better than James Harden this season.
No.
What's James Harden this year?
See? I don't know what James Harden is at the rim. But
I'm about to check it right now. You can go to the new person you brought in because
you're for sure saying he's like number 5, like point guard right now. Though.
I think he would be like number 5. He'll be in that conversation 100%.
He ain't bad. He ain't bad than Trae Young.
Trae Young is like
So he's not better than Trae Young, then he ain't top 5.
The thing with Trae Young is his shot selection. I'm not with that. And plus, y'all talk about the inefficiency.
John Wall's shot selection was terrible.
Trae Young is inefficient too, though. Trae Young's inefficient.
Oh no, for sure. But
okay, so what we talking about?
John Wall he did not have a great shot selection, bro.
All I'm saying is they're both not that efficient. So what are we talking about? We splitting hairs.
No, not really. Your whole argument for John Wall over Trae Young would have to be defense. It would have to be. Because offensively, Trae Young is just substantially better.
Oh my God. It's like Marz. This is what happens.
Offensively, Trae Young
is
what
happens with Low. This is what happens when Low is up here. You just change your character. We literally had this conversation an hour ago.
I said I didn't think he was better than Trae Young 2 hours ago.
No.
I literally said that.
I said my points of John Wall.
And I didn't argue with you. I literally.
My man said he's here. He said.
Someone rewind the show. I literally said I don't think John Wall is better.
Is that Ash?
Ash, we can't hear you.
I can't hear
Ash, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Ash. Yo, because this nigga Dub is just.
I'm here. What's up?
Let's go, bro.
We're about to have another Twitter session right now because Dub is about to get laughed off his own platform right now.
Ash,
you froze. Ash, you froze. Yo, I'm being so serious, bro. This is nasty. Dub.
I don't know what you guys are seeing.
Explain how inefficient John Wall is somehow better than James Harden right now, bro. Because you hear what he's saying, Ash? He's saying his hand.
This is the easiest. This is the easiest argument I've ever had in my fucking life.
How are you gonna lose it?
I'm gonna tell you right now. When we talk about James Harden this season, and we compare him to John Wall, he's not. And I repeat, he is not creating at the same level of that. He's relying heavily off of Joel Embiid. He's relying heavily on tough jump shots after tough jump shots this season. I think, bro, the dude has like 303 attempts or some shit like that. He's not getting to the rim like he used to. He's not pressuring defenses the way that he used to. He's not pressuring the defense the same way that John Wall was pressuring defenses. That's just not my opinion. That's just a fact. If you watch him play a full game of basketball, you can see that's prevalent. He stands on top of the key a lot of the times and allow things, and he uses his vision to see guys get open. And at times, not all the time, at times, he does create. When we're comparing of a prime John Wall, especially in 2017, he's creating plays at a higher level. He's getting guys open. He has the vision. He hits the open guys. What are we talking about? And on top of that, he has better defense. Clear as day. So if y'all gonna sit here and just lie about James Harden and his game this season, I'm all ears.
Does he know?
Does he know?
Does he know? Oh man, go ahead, go Ash. Go ahead, go Ash, man.
KB, what are we supposed to say?
I mean, nigga, this is your favorite player, bro. The floor is yours.
I don't know what he wants me to say here.
The floor is yours, bro.
I mean, John Wall is like one of the most inefficient scorers in the modern generation. Truly, he can't shoot from anywhere on the court. Like we talk about guys like Russ, like he don't know. Like John Wall, he can't shoot from anywhere, and he's a subpar finisher. Like, yeah, he puts pressure on the rim, but it's like, how much is that really converting to things that like benefit the team? He was playing with, first off, he's playing with like a guy. Wait, let me finish. He's playing with a guy like Marcin Gortat, right? A guy who's going to be a hard roller. And B, he kind of floats out a bit, you know, and Harden can't really like get into him like a lob threat that he really liked to play with. But I'm not even going to get into the rim pressure stuff. Wall's a better rim pressure. I just can't believe you hyping up a guy who's literally one of the league's most inefficient scorers of all time. Truly.
I can't
and
believe
you're comparing a guy. Wait.
Go,
you're comparing a guy who's a second option to Joel Embiid to a guy who's a first option or you know 1A 1B, depending on how you feel about Bradley Beal. And then when you reach the playoffs, when he saw some defenses that didn't just let him rim run all day, you saw how bad he was. You saw how inconsistent he was. You saw what his jumper did for him. It failed him at multiple games, multiple quarters, games. His jump shot failed him. I'm not even going to start with the playmaking shit. That's atrocious. Harden massively clears him as a playmaker. But with his scoring gravity, his IQ as a passer, his ability to dissect defenses, and when he does put pressure on teams, there's a reason why the Sixers have been the #1 offense since Harden's been back. There's a reason for that. There's a correlation. There's a reason why the Sixers, when Embiid's off the court, they're one of the best offenses in the NBA. Is he a bit of an Embiid merchant? A little bit. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. But what we not gonna do it's hype up John Wall.
Hey. Now watch this. You talk about John Wall. And you talk about John Wall.
John Wall has to beat the Garland combos, my man.
Watch this, right? John Wall and his inefficiencies, right? You talking about him not performing in the playoffs? What did James Harden do last season?
When he was hurt?
No.
Wait, stop.
Hold on. What did James Harden do last year?
Wait, stop. I'm about to say. When the parents
you're lagging.
This year's Harden is way better than last year.
What you said?
Oh, my back.
You're lagging.
No, he's back a bit. He said this year's Harden is better than last year's.
He said this year. He's saying this year's Harden is way better than last year.
But watch this, right? If James Harden lays another fucking egg, which I think he is, he lays another fucking egg, and James Harden was actually playing good last season, but the improvement that he's having from this year to next year is not that drastic. It's not that big of a gap. It's not the gap that y'all. Wait. Let me finish. Y'all say what? I'll let y'all talk. So shut the hell up for a second. Mute your mics. James Harden. You talking
Gabe,
about
we need a poll.
You talking about John Wall? You talking about John Wall in the postseason? James Harden in the postseason last year underperformed. James Harden in this season right now, him relying too heavily on the 3-point shot. I'm expecting him to fall in the playoffs as well. The whole creation that you're talking about that James Harden is doing is not there. He's not creating on the same level of that. He's not creating the same level that he used to do. He's not creating the way that we're accustomed to. That's just not my opinion. That's a fact. John Wall is clearing that. Of course, nobody's sitting here caping for John Wall's efficiencies. It's not about that. But like you said before, you brought a tremendous point. We comparing a guy in John Wall who was carrying the fucking Washington Wizards to where they were to James Harden, who's working off of, who for the last 2 seasons has been benefiting off of Kevin Durant and Joel Embiid. So why are we even having this conversation then?
I don't know, Dub.
Why are y'all saying putting this James Harden man over John Wall, who was carrying Marcin Gortat and Markieff Morris and Bradley Beal compared to James Harden playing with KD and Joel Embiid? Answer the question.
I don't know what you're cooking, Dub.
Answer the question.
I don't know what you're cooking, Dub.
Answer the question.
Dub, this is
answer the question
because we can look at games. What is?
You see?
Yo,
this is what people do. Instead of answering questions, they're making jokes. Wait, I want the man that you brought up here to say something.
Okay, all right.
Low. So you sit down, legend of losing.
Go ahead, Low.
Okay,
see, and now I'm supposed to get cooked, but nobody's answering the question.
I'm about to answer it. Dub. We can, because even when there's games where Kevin Durant wasn't playing and Kyrie wasn't playing during the stretch in Brooklyn, and even now when Embiid is off the floor, you can just clearly see, and I do mean clearly see, that Harden still has a capability of creating not only for himself but also for others, and by far is the best ball handler and playmaker on the team. Your argument, if we're being honest with ourselves, your argument is that he just puts pressure on the rim. That is literally your argument. That is your argument. Because he doesn't finish.
So
and he doesn't.
See, and watch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Defense as well.
And then what else?
That's really it.
Because you're the same guy. You're the same guy that don't like using small sample sizes to define a player. Correct? Correct.
I don't think this is a small sample size.
Who, for James Harden?
We're talking about the best of James Harden versus the best of John Wall. We're talking about basically.
No, we're talking about James Harden this
season.
Excuse me.
What James Harden looks like this season versus the best of John Wall. We're basically talking about a year-to-year comparison.
A guy carrying a team like the Washington Wizards compared to James Harden benefiting from Kevin Durant and Joel Embiid and the Sixers team that they got, because the roster is still pretty good. Again, you're just writing all of that off.
Oh man, does he know? Because you saying carrying.
Wait, so why don't you look at the wait, hold on. Wait, Low, 1 second. So why didn't you look at like the Houston years when he's like carrying these shit teams in 14-15?
Oh, because he not.
I love James Harden James Harden, of course. That's James Harden. That's the
knows
dude.
That he
100%. But we're talking about James Harden now.
When you say carrying though, when you say carry, you must not know.
Who's carrying more of a workload, James Harden or John Wall?
What is John Wall carrying right now?
No, he's on 2017.
2017 John Wall or right now?
I don't think.
Doing a lot.
Wait, are you saying?
I say when you say carrying, I don't know. Bradley Beal might have been doing a little bit more than you think, boy.
Being paired up next to Bradley Beal is better. Is on the same level being next to Joel Embiid.
No, it's not. But I see what you're saying. I'm not. It's not. But I wouldn't say what John Wall was doing was carrying, Dub. I wasn't carrying, Dub.
What was my question again? Who's carrying more of their workload? John Wall, James Harden.
I'm gonna say John Wall was. However,
y'all have all these shits and giggles, but y'all haven't said anything meaningful. So shut the fuck up or say something.
We said it already,
y'all
bro.
Said nothing. Y'all said nothing to debunk any point. Y'all just laughing like little schoolgirls.
Wait. So Dub,
making some actual points.
So because he has a higher usage rating, that's why he's better, my nigga. That's your argument right now.
You said what?
Because he has a higher usage rating, like the nigga just better. That's why. His usage percentage is higher.
You're gonna ignore everything else I said.
You look at Ash.
You're gonna ignore everything else I'm saying.
That's pretty.
He already said he's more efficient.
I'm not moved by someone who has rim pressure and like it's some defense.
He is creating more. Again, I guess I'm repeating.
He does not create.
I don't think he does not create more though. He doesn't.
Like I said
John Wall does not create more.
Like I said before. You know what we could do? You know what we could do? You know what we could do? We could sit here, and I lie to you not. We will go right after this show and watch on Twitch James Harden and John Wall's assists from both of those seasons.
I would love to
2020, 2023, and 2017. And y'all can formulate the opinion. Because like I said, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this he say, she say bullshit anymore. Y'all just capping. So
what is John Wall's
if y'all want to cap,
prime years?
let's go find out if y'all capping about the right thing.
But I think that he thinks that John.
We judging
Wall,
playmaking off assists? Off assists? Off assists in 2023?
And this is the dumb shit. Instead of showing up, they're gonna make jokes instead of seeing the actual tape.
Oh man, but he said it, bro. You said you gonna look at the assists and determine that's how you gonna look at playmaking, dog.
We will watch all of their passes. Their assists.
You know what's crazy?
That's the only thing I have to work off of. It is what it is.
You know what's crazy? I just looked at their if you want to use assists, I look at their assist percentages. It's literally the same as James Harden being a second option right now. And
we all know John Wall was a way better. I mean,
that's a dumbass argument. No, that's a dumbass argument.
I'm not really.
Y'all the same.
I'm not
people,
really moved by someone
Y'all
who
the
only
same.
has
Y'all the
rim
same
pressure
people
to
that
create
discredit
stuff.
John Stockton for having 13 assists.
We're not using assists. We're not using. I'm not using. Assists.
I didn't use assists.
So
all I said was we could watch the tape of all of their assists. That's all I said. I didn't say, oh yeah, John Wall's averaging 10 assists, so he's on this level. What you guys talking about? Again, y'all making narratives in y'all heads.
Because you're acting like as if John Wall's rim pressure was all-time rim pressure that he was producing.
It's just who's saying that?
You're gassing it.
No, I'm saying that it's better than fucking James Harden. You're gassing James Harden.
All right, let's say okay. He has better.
It's funny because that's the only thing he's better at than Harden. That's the funny thing. It's the only thing you can name. Just one thing.
He's better at creating. He's better at creating.
How is he better?
No, he's not better at creating. No,
so let's. You know what, Marz? We'll end the show right now. And Low. We will watch this shit right now.
No, he's not better at creating.
No. We will watch this right now, Low.
Bro, I don't really.
You want to watch this right now? Yes or no,
bro?
Dub, he's not better at creating. Dub.
Are you willing to watch this right now? You talk about Gerald showing up. Why don't you show the fuck up?
No, I'm not saying we can't, but I'm just telling you he's not better than creating. Bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Let's go on Twitch. Let's go.
Hey, hold on, brothers on the bottom. Is John Wall a top 5 point guard in his prime today?
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Let's wrap this up, bro.
I mean, because I don't know. Dub said we got to Dub. We got Luka, Steph, Dame, and Kyrie, top 5. Then
he's not better than De'Aaron Fox. He's not better than De'Aaron Fox.
He's not better than John.
Ja's better.
Ja
is better.
Ja's what we push.
I will be on Twitch. I will be on Twitch in about.
Like I said, John Wall needs to beat the Drew Holiday allegations. The Darius Garland allegations. That's what he needs to beat.
I'd rather have Drew Holiday.
Has he beat?
Those are allegations that James Harden needs to fucking answer.
The Tyus Jones allegations yet?
Yeah. Okay.
That's dirty.
What's going on?
He not better than De'Aaron Fox, man. I rather have Fox.
Hold on. I got some super chats to get off. Pop has the most losses in the playoffs. He is bad. Is he bad?
Is he bad?
No. He's not bad. No.
Reaves, MJ.
Yes.
Dub is stun locking the fuck out of Low right now.
Oh god.
Did y'all see the LeBron news?
He's still coming back in the last 3 to 4 games.
Nice.
I figured it out. Dub blends old head eye test logic while trying to use analytics, but be fumbling the correlation, which gets him in trouble.
Yep.
Rivers guarded Jokic with Harold and doubled down.
LeBron just tweeted.
Yeah, LeBron just tweeted something.
What'd he say?
He said, "This wasn't an evaluation today, and there hasn't been any target date for my return. I'm just working around the clock every day, 3 times a day in brackets, to give myself the best chance of coming back full strength, whenever that is. God bless y'all sources. I speak for myself."
That boy need to hurry up. I need for my fantasy team.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Wait, so those target dates are fake?
Dub must have forgotten. If everyone's shooting good, that's average now. What hot takes does Marz have in the tuck? Marz, do you have a hot take?
Hot take.
You gotta get close to the mic, bro. We gotta see your face so he can clip this right.
Okay, let me think of a hot take.
Just still mine. Triple J better than Ja.
Nah, I'm good on that. None of my takes are really hot takes. I just know ball.
He cooked.
If John Wall was on the Lakers, he would get the same criticism as Westbrook. 4 turnovers a game, below average 3-point shooter and defender. 2018 drives per game. Wall is 15.4. Harden is 17.1. I was talking about 2017 though. Low is a bully. Low,
damn, who was that bullying? Who's that bullying?
Y'all bullying me right now. Lo, get this dude ticket. Get this dude versus ticket. Halliburton right now better than Prime Wall.
Oh wow.
Wall playoff translation higher in 2017 versus Harden right now.
How do we know then the hot playoffs didn't start?
Because he's gonna fucking fold. Nah, they running an NBA debate train on Dub right now. Lo brought this man up here to get a piece.
Damn.
Like I said, we will let the tape show us.
Damn, Dub.
I will gladly watch through John Wallace's tape. Bro.
John Wall is man.
We're gonna watch James Harden and then we're gonna watch John Wall.
Dub,
Yo,
I think you'd be surprised what Bradley Beal was doing. And
we're just talking about creation. That's all we're doing.
So you think John Wall will be a better teammate for Joel Embiid than Harden right now?
Said what he said again?
Take 17
John
Wall.
Yeah,
and put Harden
put him as
put him on
Harden with us.
Oh no, Harden is a way better player for that team than that's not even close.
I was asking Dubs.
Maybe because of spacing. I may side with that mainly because he just.
What about the rim pressure? What happened to that rim pressure?
I still think it will be one of the best teams in the league. I'm not gonna hold you.
Well, teams won't go under.
Yo, you're Ash. You're cooked at all. You're cooked.
Okay. Y'all be easy. Tune into Twitch, bro, to expose the lies of James Harden. Peace.
Wow.
Niggas